It's electric when you kiss me. Never felt this way before. We're magnetic, wanna stay here, closer than close. Up in the clouds, I can see the whole world now. Breathtaking world, can't believe my eyes. Up in the sky, I can see the whole world tonight. 'Cause you make me feel like I wanna get lost in your paradise. You make me believe it's real. This high up above from the ground, we're closer to heaven. I won't fight it, can't deny it. I'm under your spell. Just like magic, won't forget this for the rest of my life. Up in the clouds, I can see the whole world now. Breathtaking world, can't believe my eyes. Up in the sky, I can see the whole world tonight. 'Cause you make me feel like I wanna get lost in your paradise. You make me believe it's real. It's high up above from the ground, we're closer to heaven. We're closer to heaven. Cause you make me feel like I wanna get lost in your paradise. You make me believe it's real. It's high up above from the ground, we're closer to heaven. Closer to heaven. We're closer to heaven. Closer to heaven. We're closer to heaven. I'm
It's hockey night in Thailand with the Hockey Coach Guru Code Frenchy. Welcome everybody. Tonight, a special Saturday because the Montreal Canadiens are not going to play. They play only next Tuesday. Tonight, we are in Pittsburgh. The Penguins host the Toronto Maple Leafs with the Toronto on fire without Muzzin. All right, Riley, and then DJ for Brody. They consist winning. That's impressive. I think one of the big part of this is because Mitch Marner is back. What we know him. He plays right now on the second line with John Tavares and Chen Kroc. So far, they're doing great. Matthews play right now with, of course, with William Nylander and Michael Bunting. But again, today is going to be between the pipe for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Charles Green is going to be between the pipe. We have right now a 2.24 since the beginning of the season, 2.87, and a save percentage of 0.9897. On the Pittsburgh Penguins, they're looking great. They won the last 5 games. They are right now 11-7-3 on the playoff spot in the third and the Metropolitan Division. They bring on between the pipe Casey Smith. Another great performance of him he did so far since the beginning of the season. We have a few people in the chat. We welcome everybody. Thanks to be a part of the Hockey Night in Thailand tonight. We're going to be here for the full game. We're going to do the play-by-play descriptions if you are new with us. We're going to go this for the next 3 hours. And don't forget, guys, tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock, the AB branch, your Sunday rendezvous with Marco Larabie and Nick Larivière is going to be our special guest. Tomorrow, it's all about the report card of the Montreal Canadiens, the first 20 game, the first quarter of the season already out, done, and they are honestly 11-9-1. Who has predicted Montreal are going to play plus 2 game over 500 after 21 game. Unbelievable performance Montreal since the beginning of the season. Many different reasons where they are right now, who they are. But again, tonight we're going to focusing on the Toronto Maple Leafs because slowly after end of the maybe October, beginning of November, a lot of people was concerned about the performance of Toronto. They became who they are. Honestly, now they are sit on the second rank of the Atlantic Division, and they are number 4 in the standing of the league right now with 29 points. And 2-3 games, we expect them they're going to lose because without the 3 best defensemen they have in the team. But this not happen. Jimmy Benn before he got hurt. Then now today we have Victor Mété back in the lineup for the Toronto Maple Leafs. So and then the performance of Matt Murray during the week is pretty great. And then we'll see what Charles Green is going to do. And remember, like they lost a game again in New York Islanders, 3-2, I believe, and overtime. What they should win that game. They dominate without the mistake of Charles Green and during the overtime. And then William Nylander, not during the overtime, but during the end of the game. And then William and Nylander turn the puck on the overtime to get that W for the New York Islanders. So Toronto is looking great, guys. Are looking what it's supposed to be. And Otherwell is going to be the defenseman number 6 for the Toronto Maple Leafs, by the way. So just want to share me with you guys. Thanks to be a part of the show. We have Mr. Of course, we're going to start at the beginning. William Snyder is in the house. Welcome aboard, William, for Colorado. Colorado did not play yesterday after a postponed game. Nashville canceled both game this weekend. One again, the Colorado Avalanche Friday night yesterday. But today, again, the Columbus Blue Jacket, some kind of something break out, or break line, water break line, or something like that. Did not work over there. So for the safety for everyone, they prefer to cancel the game. Those games going to be reported a little bit later on the season between the Columbus and the Nashville Predator and Colorado and Nashville. Mr. RJ Galabot already back in the house with some update left and right. Thanks so much, RJ. About this, the New York Rangers, again, Rangers, another team right now, inconsistency. Edmonton beat them 4-3. Edmonton is another team with inconsistency. Just again, guys, not looking good. Gave 4 goals on the third period, and the Edmonton Oilers find a way to score 2 goals on power play. And what about the first goal in NHL of the Holloway? Dylan Holloway and scored his first NHL goal again. Just again. Then the Carolina Hurricanes find a way to win at home finally. And the Calgary Flame, the third dropped the game. Last again, the Carolina right time, but they scored 3-2. For the Calgary, they lost again Tampa Bay yesterday, lost Florida, they lost Carolina, they lost again the Panthers, they lost again the Washington Capitals. A Flame not looking good for the beginning of the season. What they play below their expectation. Florida take the lead 3-0 against St. Louis Blues. Blues, unbelievable, guys. Won the first 3 games, lost the last 8, win the next 7, and now they're losing possibly a 3rd game straight. Thomas Greaves should be between the park. They gave 3 goals right away at the beginning. The first 9 minutes at the beginning of this game. 3-0 for the Panthers. Now Panthers looking better and better. We'll be interested if they can continue to winning. We have Mr. Vinny James 007 in the house from Ottawa. Thanks so much, Mr. KLS. Welcome back, KLS. KLS, big fans, guys, for the Carolina, but bigger fans for the Detroit Red Wings. What the Detroit Red Wings continues performing, guys. They continue winning those important games. Like we talked about this KLS yesterday, they cannot drop that game. And then Ville Husso, what a performance for the Detroit Red Wings. Again, the Arizona Coyotes, they won by an overtime, I believe, and they gave them stay in the race of the chasing of the spot in the Atlantic Division wild card. What about, of course, a big win by Michigan today? I'm sorry, guys. The time I wake up, I don't check the score for the NCAA college football, by the way. But it's okay. No, great to hear that. Glad to hear from KRS. What about the deal? Sometimes we have the deal. Sometimes we have no deal. But we have always the real deal. Big fan of Buffalo Sabres. The Buffalo Sabres lost yesterday against the Devils, but they have a really good week. Beat the Montreal Canadiens at home, on the road, and with a good score of 7-2. And what about Jeff Skinner this week? What about Tage Thompson? Good. Buffalo tried to come back and the raise. With after the last 8 straight game, finally won back-to-back game, and then the last again yesterday again the New Jersey Devils. The New Jersey Devils after they lost their straight 13 game shut down by the Toronto Maple Leafs. That's what I was thinking about talking earlier. They won again. They will come back with a W at Buffalo. Yesterday. Michel Cloutier directly from San Diego, République Dominicaine. Michael Cloutier and Jennifer are in the house. Welcome aboard, Michel. Don't forget, guys, click on the likes. What about Robert Austin? Robert, welcome back in the house. Michigan, Purdue for Big Ten. There we go, Robert. Thank you so much. The St. Louis Blues score. It's a Brendan Saad score for the Blues to take... cut the lead from 3-2. O'Reilly have an assist. Josh Levo got an assist on that one of that. Was not sure if there was been the state yet. Was his more game were left tonight. Okay, that's Robbie McNevin is in the house. Welcome aboard. Watermain in Nashville. There we go. I knew some things going on, but I was not exactly sure. Under a game, welcome back. Under a game, 2008 is in the house. Let's go, Pittsburgh. Under. Thanks to be with the Hockey Nation show. Because of that Watermain in Nashville. Yeah, Vinny, something could happen, something like that. But at the end of the day, you may be winning a little bit later when they're going to be back. What about our friend John Grega? Back in the house, directly from Massachusetts. John should be proud of you, Boston Bruins. Sometimes, you're not always there like you was before. We understand, but we're always thinking about you with your Boston Bruins because they're looking great. Your Boston Bruins. Obviously, the last Mark is on the reevaluation about his injury. He left the game yesterday with an upper body. With an upper body injury. So it'll be interesting to follow Ilmak. Ilmak have a really, really good start of the season with the Boston Bruins. Now they have Jeremy Swayman, we know that. But I think Ilmak, he became the number 1 goaltender since the beginning of the season, number 1 for the Boston Bruins. And they consistently performing under Patrice Bergeron. What about David Krejcik? Yesterday scored 2 goals, is 7-8 of the season. That team continues to destroy everybody one game at a time, and this the heart and the soul is going to be always been the number 37 Patrice Bergeron. 13 likes so far. What about our friend Marco Larabie? Don't know what to do anymore, Marco, because he said, wait a minute, West Montreal play? No, they don't play, Marco. They play Tuesday night against San Jose Sharks. Don't forget, we see Marco in the chat right now to welcome everybody. Again, like I mentioned earlier, the AB brunch, your Sunday rendezvous, every day at 11 o'clock Eastern Time. We invite you to join us tomorrow. The report card, the first of the 4 of the season for the Montreal Canadiens. So we invite you to join us. And we're going to give you all the notes for different, all the roster for Montreal Canadiens. We're going to talk about different other subjects, of course, if the time gave us a chance to do it. But we will, of course, going to get the duel between Nick Larivière, the special guest tomorrow, and Marco during the show. So thanks so much to be with us, Mr. Marco Larabie. Jennifer say hi, and Michelle Cloutier say her back hi to Jennifer. Thanks to be with us, Jennifer, by the way. And maybe you're going to learn a little bit more like the Toronto Maple Leafs, but don't forget the Montreal Canadiens, Jennifer. You should wearing a Montreal Canadiens. Michelle, you should give her a jersey Montreal Canadiens when you wear your Toronto Maple Leafs. One hunting today, first day of the night raffle of the year. The group got $4 no box. Here we go. And there is right now on the hunting side. Congratulations, Hunter. Hopefully, more to come for you. Who do you have tonight, Coach? Avalanche Star. I go with Yam with... I did not think about this, honestly. But if I have a choice, I would go with Colorado. Star play. This is the 4th game of the week for the Star. The Colorado did not play yesterday. A little bit shaky between. They gave a lot of goal this week, Dallas. They come back in the game again just yesterday. Lost by the score 5-4 and overtime. But I will go with them. Score his first game after winning the 2020 Turkey Awards. Yeah, and he got a point today, Marco. Is on the straight of 2 game right now. But this, and then we talk about Jack Campbell won the W today for the Edmonton Oilers, and then we talk about Ottawa Senators. The first game they play back after the Turkey Awards. Marco, they won the game against the LANHAM Ducks. So look like it's we helping the people when they become a winner of the Turkey Awards Hockey Nation Live Show. It was our 2nd edition last Thursday. We have a good day. Avalanche, but Robinson would have a big game. KLS. McKinnon was supposed to play to me yesterday, and here we go, Vinny and Roslovic, Jenner, and Niederreiter was supposed to play today. I don't know if you make some modification, but I'm behind 7 points. I take the lead today, finally. I'm right now 4.4 and fun. No, it just changed. About 5.3, I believe, or 4.3. 4.3 and fun of my partner, Mr. Dan Asham. So that's where I go. Leave go. Looking forward to that branch. Will Coach give me a report card too? Yep. We're going to give you everything. We'll be done tomorrow. Should get the start off bench. Events if you have, take the less amount a point. That's unfair. Here we go. Okay, Coach, I get our ab jersey, man, next time on the back look. Awesome. William McClary is in the house. Welcome aboard, William. Fun to see, go back and watch. Yeah, Marco, you're absolutely right. The show was pretty cool. That transition with Brain now. We started this last season, guys. Jeff Petrie was the winner with the New York Calendars. So this year, the rewards go to, of course, Chesperi Kaukanemi and, of course, of the Ottawa Senator. Jimmy Shannon back in the house. Welcome aboard. Go, Pens go. I do not find a league and time. Okay, that's welcome back next season. Just tell us. We're going to give you a spot. KLS next year. We are now at the national anthem at the Pittsburgh rink. We're going to just wait the back drop because it's a hockey night in Canada. Carry on by sport net. We always start a little bit late those games because all the introduction and blah blah blah. And that's what we're at right now. We should have joined the league. Exactly, I agree with you. About this, Mr. Renault. Is Gary is the number goalie for Toronto? No, Renault. He's the number 3. Renault, Charles Green, and this shot is just because Samsonov is out of the lineup, and again with injury, coming back very soon, skating with the team, by the way. Matt Murray is right now the number 1, following by Charles Green, Renault, and once Samsonov's coming, Charles Green is going to be back with the Toronto Marlins and the American Hockey League. I still think Cabot was a bigger turkey, William Snyder. Then Marco, no, Renault, Samsonov about the tongue wall. Here we go. He's on before injury. Here we go. Press the like now, friends, before you forget. This Smith 341, 2.88, point save 909. And then Charles Green, like I said earlier, 224, 2.87, 0.891. Face to face tonight, the duel between the Charles Green and that Cassie DeSmith and the Montreal and the Pittsburgh Penguins with Sidney Crosby have another good week. Crosby for the Pittsburgh Penguins going to face the captain, the bold captain John Tavares. So that's what we got in the league last week. I'm a danger to losing to the worst team in the league. Yeah, that's up and down sometimes. Good match, everybody. Thanks for being a part of the show. And Mr. Vic Bengal for Halifax is in the house tonight. Thanks so much. And the puck dropping by Toronto behind Pittsburgh. Recovery by Chris Letang. Pass the puck left side too. I don't know if it was Raquel, finally, Pittsburgh don't play puck on the right side. Charles Green chased by Justin Hall. Hall played with Perry, number 1, with Mark Giordano. Turn around, and now Toronto try to get a puck. Back checking by the Crosby. Finally, puck go back to the lead. Coming back in offensive zone. Shoot the puck on the back door. Missed the puck completely. The puck go all the way back outside into zone. Reset now by Matthews. Pass the puck to the net. A breakaway right now. Emmanuel's coming in the back door. He score. And the Toronto Maple Leafs take the lead at only 40 seconds of the game. It's going to be Mitch Marner score on the breakaway after a bad change by the Pittsburgh Penguins. The first goal of the game, a bang play with Mitch Marner, a bad change by the Pittsburgh Penguins, and Mitch Marner take advantage of that one to score the first goal of the game. What a play by Marner, a good fake in front of course, the Muppet Jeff Petrie. And that way, the Toronto Maple Leafs score the first goal of the night. They are coming now, and Pittsburgh to play a game. Sidney Crosby knock or kick the board at the bench after he is very upset about the change for the defenseman player between Letank and Jeff Petrie. Back behind the net of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Now turn around behind, recovery right that way. By Victor Mété, I believe. No, it's Sandin. Sandin play with Lindgren, and Mété play with Halliwell on the third pairing. Now Petrie pass the ball left side, recovery right now. By the Pittsburgh, putting the ball in front of the net. By Archibald, I believe. Recovery by the Joseph, putting the ball in front of the net. Chagrin make a save, no rebound. I'm going to wait for whistle. Both 4-line play on the ice at that moment. We're going to set on the right side of Charles Green. That's what we got already, guys. The first goal of the night at 40 seconds. 3-1 RJ. About this, Peter Graziano is in the house. Le but, exactly. Wow. Yes, Mitch Marner. First game, 15 games straight for Marner. Wow. Marner is hot right now. That's right. William McClary, much better yesterday. Better tonight. Bad shot for the Pittsburgh. Absolute keep us in the loop. On Laval game, they won yesterday, but the score 7-5. I can record it. Again, the Belleville Senator. Great performance for its fun player from Montreal. Jan Mizak, guys, score yesterday. And then Justin Barron, match at 3-point. Barron at 12 points right now. And a 21 game, I believe, for the Laval Rocket is a defenseman number 10 in American Hockey League with the most points. Justin Barron, I believe he has 6 goals, 6 assists. This is, I call it possibility. I'm not going to guarantee I'm right or wrong about his stats on my head. I need to look a little bit later about that one there. Go Canada tomorrow. Go Canada beat Croatia. Tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. Chan and Ron Marner scoring. Matthews fading. Well, he's still scoring for Matthews. I think he had, 11 goals so far? Anyhow, the puck go back to Ruda. Ruda ran out, battle for the puck, intercept at the blue line by Kerfoot. Try the puck to the side with Holmgren play with the Toronto, score his first goal the last game. Set up now by Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh turn around. Bring back Pahan in front of the net. No chance. Back to the too far for Carter. But recovered by Dumoulin behind the net of Toronto. Now the front of the net at Toronto seal the puck. Lob the puck on the neutral zone. They set one up by Dumoulin. Back on defensive zone. They're going to regroup. Pass the puck to the side. Back again to Ruta. Ruta to the red line. Waiting for the new players coming on the ice. Ruta shoot the puck. Miss the net completely. Go back to under the side behind Charles Green. Recovery by the Toronto Maple Leafs. Control the puck to the side. Lindgren change the direction in front of Raquel. And keep controlling. Then again, go back deep back behind to Sandin. Sandin should get some pressure, but Pittsburgh turn around the puck, turn around by the Pittsburgh. Then we're going to see battle now on this zone between Toronto and the Pittsburgh Penguins. Turn finally go back to Manor. Manor on the right side. The Smith pass the puck behind to Tavares. Shoot the puck. The Smith make a save. Go back to the tank. Lob the puck all back on defenses of Pittsburgh. It's going to be a possibility icing. That's what we got the call with 17-14 to go. Toronto have 3 shots on the net. And we can look like Pittsburgh 0 shot. Look like from the NHL stat. So thanks so much, everybody, to be a part of the show. Jeffrey Corey, directly from Taiwan, is in the house. 0-0 first period, 8:30. There you go. RJ give us all the information we need to know. Thanks to be a part of the show tonight. Matthews went out on the defensive zone, draw the puck to Victor Mete, ex-Montreal Canadian, drafted with them in 2016, I believe, or 17, 16. I think so. Go back now, Mete, contre le puck, passe le puck, notre zone, back to Matthews. Matthews on the right side to Nylander's coming now. Now l'interception, the direction, cut back, drawing puck behind the net, intercept by Pittsburgh. Now Pittsburgh's coming back, almost at 1 versus 1, almost a breakaway, no call. Turn around, we go take that call. And we have a 2-minute holding for the Toronto Maple Leafs after a bad play by William Nylander. And the Pittsburgh is going to have the first power play of the game of the night after a holding call against William Nylander after he make a bad play at the blue line. Jason Zucker was trying to score on that play, but a great back checking by Victor Mete, but have no choice to call to holding Zucker, and that one gave us the Pittsburgh the first power play of the night. Just a minute, starting to find his leg is not about his goal. Last 3 games is much better. Canada will beat Croatia tomorrow. What an historic day. That'd be awesome. How he's playing and his own record, that was his struggling most. Hey, Nick. Luciano. Hello, all. Luciano Graziano Matera is in the house tonight. Thank you. Letang hold the puck now. Pass the puck left side to Malkin. Malkin to Letang. Shoot the puck by Petrie. Petrie play. Pittsburgh play guys on the 2 power play, 2 defensemen. Turn around by Malkin. Malkin find the back to Petrie. Turn around by the Toronto Maple Leafs. Does not pay off. Go back on the left side. Recovery by Toronto behind the net by Manor. Manor now change the direction. Manor win the puck on the board. Pass to Justin Hall. Finally find a way to icing the puck with less of 90 seconds to go remaining on the power play. And the power play for the PK for Toronto, 77.818, and Pittsburgh, 26. Power play, guys, only 26 ranking Pittsburgh with 17.1. Really, they're really negative for the Pittsburgh Penguins with all the kind of players they have: Letang, Petrie, Malkin, Crosby, Ross, and Quanzel. This the team should score more goals on the power play, but they cannot find a way this year. Not only problem Montreal, but the Pittsburgh Penguins, the black and yellow team have a struggle on the power play. They think when I'll drive the puck behind, going to the setup by speed up by Hannon kick out the puck left side to Petrie. Lab the puck behind the net. Set up now by Lindgren. Run the puck on the board. The puck stopped by the line. Set up now by Pittsburgh. Pass the puck Ashmark. Hold the puck on the left side. Yeah, Crosby change the direction. Bring the puck to the blue line now. Fire the puck. Black shot by the Toronto Maple Leafs. The puck go outside. It was Jeff Carter. Now chasing for the puck in front of Ashton Razor. Use the board to pass it behind. Reset by Jeff Petrie. Petrie now skating the pucks coming out at the line. Petrie drive the puck behind. Set up now by Hannon. Hannon at the red line. Hannon kick out the puck to Carter. Carter to the left side of Chalgren. Press the puck and shoot the puck in net. Recovered by Pittsburgh behind. Go back at the line. Set up now by Joseph. Joseph pass to Patterson, I believe. Go back at behind the goal line. Intercept by Toronto Maple Leafs. The Pittsburgh try to get a puck in the zone, intercept by Toronto. Pierre Ekval tries to get a breakaway, cannot control the puck finally on his backhands. Joseph coming back and steal the puck. Joseph turn around in front of the Smith with a little bit dangerous move. The Smith finished. Joseph drive the puck behind, set up now by Pittsburgh, where Evans Strang at this moment. And Pittsburgh's going to have a breakaway for Pittsburgh, the back door, the push of the puck. Shall go in and say, rebound behind the net. It was Zucker. And finally, go back behind by Toronto and Perley, go out, intercept by Pittsburgh, the blue line. Pittsburgh attack a little bit more. It's just a tidy game with a shot with 3-3. Matthews behind the net. Pass the puck to the side. Now Toronto to bring the lob the point to the zone. A little bit too far for Michael Bunting. Intercept by Pittsburgh. Lob the puck back on defensive zone. The Toronto coming back right there is Ryan Paulin. Bring the puck to Dumoulin. Pass the puck to Ruta. Third pairing for the Pittsburgh right now. Bring the puck on the board. A little bit too far for Archibald. Archibald send the puck back to Paulin. Paulin try to get at the Dumoulin. Intercept by Toronto. Lob the point into the zone. The puck in front of the bench at Pittsburgh. First one to get at Ian Ruta. Pass the puck down. The reverse by Dumoulin. New players coming for both teams. Dumoulin hold the puck a little bit longer. Keep the puck now. The blue line. Keep control the puck. Turn around again in front of the bench at Pittsburgh. He does not like what he saw in front of him. He said, you know what? I'm coming back home. Now pass the puck left side to Ruta. Ruta to the blue line. Coming back at the red line. Try the puck behind the net of Charles Green is exactly no icing. Back Victor Mete on the backhand. Press the puck outside zone. Intercept by Pittsburgh. Mete went out. Bounce the puck behind the net. In front of Quanzel. pass the puck Toronto, try to get the puck outside the zone. They're going holding the puck by Lindgren and Sandin. Sandin pass the puck in the zone, set up now by Charles Crock. Pass the puck to Manor. Manor lob the puck in the defensive zone. Pittsburgh recovered behind by Letank. Letank pass the puck right away to Patterson. Patterson play with Letank on the first pairing tonight. Letank pass the puck in the zone. Intercept by Toronto Maple Leaf. The puck go back to Letank for the bench. Going to regroup the defensive zone. Set up by Patterson. Patterson control the puck now. Pass to Malkin. Malkin to Patterson again. Drive the puck to Malkin. Malkin at the red line. Nice coming out on offensive zone. Toronto. Kick the puck right there. And for the 4 players, turn around back. Shoot the puck by Ross. Rebound to the side. Missed the net completely. It was an empty net by Pittsburgh. Zucker, I believe. Letang recovery puck. Pass the puck behind. Going to regroup. Back. Bring to Malkin. Malkin to Letang. Now Letang to Ross. Ross coming out the red line. Ross kick out the puck on the left side. Recovery went out by is it Zucker? Yeah, it was Zucker. Unfortunately, lost the puck, and the Pittsburgh going to recovery. Second period for Pittsburgh on the ice. Petrie went out. Play with, of course, Joseph. Trap the puck to Ross. Ross lobbed the puck behind the net with new change called by Mike Sullivan. Intercepted away by Pittsburgh with the 4 checking. But unfortunately, no chance for Pittsburgh. Recovery by Toronto. Toronto's coming on. It was on 4 line for the Toronto. We talk about Malgin. Malgin right now rip around. Scoreboard. Shoot the point for net and no tip by Toronto. The puck go back at the blue line. Shoot the puck behind the goaltender. This met the battle on the right side with the NN. And then finally, the puck recovered by Toronto. Lob the puck behind it. Set up by Joseph. Joseph try the puck outside the zone. And from the bench, Pittsburgh's coming on the offensive zone. Pittsburgh hold the puck on the back door. A little bit for Petrie. Miss the puck. Shoot the puck by Raquel over the head of Charles Green. Recovery behind the net. But the Pittsburgh keep controlling right now. Or try to keep more offensive on the Toronto. Lose the puck. Recovery by Toronto. And new players coming for both teams. Lindgren right now. Set up the breakout. Pass the puck in the zone. Coming out by Nylander. Nylander kick out the puck left side to Matthews. Matthews on offensive zone. Matthews change the direction. Matthews hold the puck all the way back. Pass the puck to Bunting. Bunting at the goal line. Bring puck to the line. Set up now by Lindgren. Turn around. Pittsburgh to the puck. Pass to Jeff Carter. Try to get a breakaway. Carter. Fire puck. Miss the net again. Recovery now by the Toronto Maple Leafs neutral zone and coming back now. Then the coming, drive the puck left side. Then there's the Bunting, try to puck in front of the net, no chance. It's a sort of Pittsburgh to go back and behind it. They Smith the puck behind the goal line, set up the Nylander, pass the puck a little bit too far for Micah, for Mount Bunting. Battle with Letank in front of Matthews. Try to get back outside the zone by Jeff Carter. The puck still stay in the zone. Finally, the puck go bouncing to Jake Guanzel. Guanzel dropped the puck behind of the goaltender. Charles Green go to reset by the Pittsburgh Penguins. New players. I think we see Malkin all the way back with Zucker and Raquel, second line for the Pittsburgh. Now Toronto try to get set up the breakout and intercept the puck. Back to Malkin. Malkin went out to Zucker. Back to a little bit behind Ross and chasing the puck. And now Toronto's coming back. Have 2 versus 1. Mitch Marner. Mitch Marner's coming past the ball at the back door. Turn around right there. Not chance to shoot the puck. I think it was Chuck Rock have to use on the backhands. But again, bouncing the puck back to Toronto Maple Leafs. Good pursuit for Toronto to score the second goal of the game after they missed a 2 versus 1. We have an outside of the blonde going to the set. We just crossed, guys, the second half. The first half of the first period, we still right now 1-0. It's a goal. Mitch Marner is 6th of the season. Take the lead for the Toronto Maple Leafs tonight again at Pittsburgh Penguins. It was just at the beginning of the period, guys, at 40 seconds. At 40 seconds, Mitch Marner scored his 6th of the season. Got an assist by we got Matthews an assist with Kelly Chalkrock. That's what we got. 1-0 Laval Rocket take the lead over the Belleville. We know they beat them 7-5 yesterday. Great performance. Justin Byron. Jan Mezak scored a goal. Simoneau have an assist. And that's what we got so far. Thanks you for the update. Thanks so much for everybody be a part of the show tonight. Don't forget to click on the like. That'd be awesome. I have so many injuries. I need to drop him for a player for he will be coming back sooner. I took Norris from the agency. Marco, I put him on the ER. Yeah, I don't think so. He'll be ready to come back. Possibly never come back in the season, but we'll be sick. Just wake up. I have a Danko and Mark Strom and they sound so far. I draft Norris too. Here we go. Marco Ross has been good for me this year. If we talk about players who were supposed to break out, personally, I believe a Sutter old school coaching still will beat him back soon. Yeah, I don't see any chance Luciano with Sutter. Sutter signed a new contract 3 years, so nothing will happen with Calgary, Luciano. Now, player like Wigar with Huberdeau play many years, 10 years, 7, 8 years, with no system or with a system but more freedom, and go back with the old school like SLATER, it does not work properly all the time. Chemistry is another point. We have to get that kind of chemistry for the player, new player with the new team. You can see Kadri right now after a good start, struggle a little bit. And this is missing piece of puzzle over there. The Maggiapani don't have the same kind of season so far. The defense struggle. The goaltender not very good. Vladar, the third goal guy, should stop that goal on his under the blocker from the blue line from PITTSBURGH. He was on power play, but still, no reason to let the goal go in, and that's the reason they lost a point, at least possibly the game. So is the team really inconsistency with many others we got so far since the beginning of the season? The parity exists in NHL right now this year, guys. You're not going to see 8 teams make the playoff with over 100 points. It's going to be a little bit too far, too close. Go back right now. Pittsburgh to attack all the way behind the net. It's going to be Guanza loads the puck to recovery by David Caff. But now Toronto going to set up the breakout. Amshin and the turnover by Toronto. Really hold the puck all the way back by Raquel. The puck go behind to Ashton Reyes. Turn around, bring the puck behind. Ashton Reyes have a really bad shift on that one, but definitely go back on the bench. Now Toronto going to reset the regroup behind the net by Lindgren. New plus coming for Toronto. It's going to be Ekval. The third line for Toronto is on the ice with Holmberg. Pierre Ekval, very bad year so far with Toronto Maple Leafs. We have a TV time out, guys. Thanks again to join us tonight. Don't forget to click on the likes. Really easy night to me with you guys. Don't forget tomorrow, 11 o'clock, I invite you at brunch, your Sunday rendezvous with Marco Larabie and, of course, Nick Larivière, our special guest with the Hockey Nation Live Show. We wish the best for Karen Hines. Still try to recover about the COVID-19. And everybody, some people struggle with their health. We wish them the best to be quicker, faster, and better with their health. Thanks again for joining us again. We have an amazing, great chat people here tonight. Again and again. You make it friends at the Hockey Nation Live Show by your behavior to respect everybody in the chat. So thanks so much to be a part of the show. It's getting better and better compared to it was in the past. Thanks, everybody, to be a part of the Hockey Nation Live Show family. Welcome back, everybody. Don't we have a question from Luciano? So, do you think Luciano will run out the goal, not allow Luciano our way? By the way, they just take the lead 1-0 against the Capital Washington. A goal, Nico Urshire, the captain, looking great. 10 of the season. About this, our friend Luc from British Columbia is in the house. Welcome aboard, Luc. Lenny Ruff look like an assistant coach behind the bench. Then we have Top Notch Hockey join us tonight, and welcome aboard. Thanks to the Hockey Nation Live Show. What our friend, moderator, captain, assistant captain, Jose Duarte is in the house tonight from upstate New York. Big fan of Toronto Maple Leafs. And then we have the Rocket and Laval just tied the game. The Belleville by the score 1-1. Again, the Laval Rocket. So thanks for being a part of the show. 8:43 to go remaining on the first period. It's 1-0 Toronto. 5 shots versus 4. That's what we got so far since the beginning of the first period. A little bit less excited right now, but we'll see if Toronto can take the lead by 2. Ekblad put some pressure, recovery by Ruta on the back end, lobbed the puck a little bit too far. Recovery by now by Giordano in front of Charles Green. Giordano changed the direction, used the board, pass the puck, great pass now to Kerfoot. Kerfoot attacking right now. On offensive on turnaround, Speedorama a little bit, hold the puck to Ashmack, hold for the players, bring the puck behind to Pierre Ekblad, back into Ashmack all the way. And they have a battle with Dumoulin and Ruta. Holmberg trying to get a puck, checking it out by Josh Archibald. Ex-Edmonton Oilers, Holmgren, still le puck right now. Back to Lindgren, Poussanen, cannot control the puck, donc le puck behind that to Pierre Ekblad. Pittsburgh try to get back outside the zone. Great stick by Toronto. Don't pay park at the side. Casey this Smith, a bad play, and then you have another shot by Toronto. McCassey with the right pad, and finally the Pittsburgh going to lap the puck behind the net of the Toronto. Shot great reset by Ramis, and then pass the puck to Lindgren. Lindgren to the line. Down pay the puck behind Casey. This Smith leave the puck in the corner. Chased by Matthews, and no chance for Matthews. Recovery by Pittsburgh. Lot the puck into the zone. Set up now. Passing by Hennen. Pass the puck to the side. Coming out to Pittsburgh. Turn around back and lose the puck. Reset went out by Nylander. At 2-1. Matthews Nylander. Matthews lose the puck. Bad play by Austin Matthews. Have an opportunity to be a 2-1. He keep looking too much. He lose the puck. Recovery now by Pittsburgh. By Toronto. Shoot the puck. Casey stop the puck in front of Austin Matthews. But what a bad play by Austin Matthews. Another 2-1 for Toronto. They waste tonight. And they could not do anything. Great diving, by the way, by Jeff Petrie to save the goal. By create a turnover by Malkin at the line. You can see that one there. And Petrie, excellent on that one to have a good play 2 versus 1 against the Toronto Maple Leafs. We're going to reset now on the right side of the Smith, I believe. Thanks everybody to be a part of the show. Don't forget to click on the likes. We need Florida. Yeah, not looking good for this team. For right now for the Florida. They are winning right now. 3 at the last time I checked was 3-1. Let's see what we got here. 3-1 exactly. The beginning of the second period already at the sunrise. South Florida. We know the game start at 6:30. We have a second game start at 7:30 tonight. Penalty for the Pittsburgh. Pedersen, first power play for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Going to be at the right side of the Smith. Pittsburgh now. Toronto double the shot. Power play Toronto is 8 and initial 25.4. Penalty kill for the Pittsburgh are 11 with 80.6. We know Pittsburgh have an amazing great PK last season. Now just the blue line set up now. Permana bring it back. I thought it was the but guys, but it was not a great one-timer shot on the bumper. I think it was Tavares. Anyhow, Manor should have put in front of net. Another rebound to the side. Next minute, McKenzie rebound. Pittsburgh recovery by stab at the line by Saldin. Bring it back to Manor. Shoot it back. Miss the net barely. The puck goes stuck outside zone. They go to recovery on defensive zone. Back per Manor. Manor hold the puck a little bit now. Coming back in offensive. Manor to Ashmark. Bring the puck behind. Set up now by Sadin. Pass the puck to the other side. Go back to Nylander. Back to Sadin. Sadin prepare now the power play for the Toronto and that because Riley is not there. Mark and Riley. Go back to Nylander. Back to Sadin. Back to Manor. Manor in front of the net. Pinch and run the net. Missed by Tavares. Go back out of the play. Look like we're going to reset on the left side of the Smith. Right. Great power play for the Toronto Maple Leafs. 3 shots already on the first power play. Great play by the Smith with a big save twice against John Tavares. Tavares really play another great year as a captain for Toronto Maple Leafs since the beginning of the season. 1:14 to go power play, guys, for the well, good puck winning by Tavares face out. Drive over behind to Giordano. Giordano hold the puck now. Bring back at the line. Back up by Manor. Manor fire puck. Tim and Funny. None of them trying to get the puck. And then a rebound on his side. And Pittsburgh find a way to get a puck. Intercept at the line by Giordano. Great play by Giordano, the veteran, 38 years old. Back again and again. Intercept by Pittsburgh Penguins. Bad play on the other side. It was, I don't know. It was... I think it was Matthews, by the way. Again, they'll go back now by Matthews coming out in offensive zone. Keep control the puck, kick out the puck left side a bit too far. Pittsburgh try to get the puck, but Matthews still the puck. But finally, Pittsburgh going to find a way to get the puck back and dumping the puck on the defensive zone of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Going to regroup all the way back behind the net. We have 20 seconds to go remaining on this power play for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Coming out with Malgin. Malgin play back in the lineup tonight. Down paper behind net in front of the Ruta. Save the puck right out at the line by Giordano. Giordano walk a little bit. Pass the puck the side to Malgin. Back to Giordano. Shoot the puck. Block shot by the Smith. The puck go all of the play. We're going to reset on the right side of the Smith. The Smith already faced 13 shots in the beginning of this period. Yep, Zev Lacab is in the house. The only cheap ticket I could find to see the Leafs out for the playoff second round only since 2004. They are cheapest. Jeffrey, Steve G is in the house. Welcome everybody. Mr. DH W is in the house tonight. Welcome all three of you guys to be a part of the show tonight. The New York Islanders start to play at 7:30, I believe, tonight. Again, the Flyers, they already start, by the way, 17-23. Islanders have an amazing, great week. Can they consist winning and stay in the Metropolitan Division? It'll be interesting to see that. Here we go. They go back right now with a little bit on the left side of the Smith. Definitely Pittsburgh all even strength coming back in the offensive zone. Try to power behind the goaltender of the Charles Green going to reset by the Toronto. The break out. The Sketty went up by Lindgren. Lindgren at the blind. Lindgren at the red line. Lindgren now down play power behind the Smith. The puck go back to Petrie. Petrie at the back end. Bring the puck to the side. Set up by Joseph. Joseph pass the puck to Pittsburgh neutral zone. Coming back by Crosby. Hold the puck now. Crosby try to get to Guanzel. No chance. The puck behind Ross. But all to the right side. Charles Green. We have puck recovery by Holmgren. Set up now to the side. Now Pittsburgh attacking right now. It's coming out to the side. Metti met some pressure inside of Petrie. Should the puck miss the net completely. Lose the edge by Joseph. In front of the net, Kerfoot try to get a tip the puck. Missed the puck completely, but a great opportunity for Toronto. Now battle behind the goaltender. It's Justin Hall. Drive the puck to underside. Set up now by Chuck Rock. Chuck Rock the blind. Back to Justin Hall. Pass the puck behind to Metti. Metti fire puck. This Smith make a save. No rebound in front of Ashton. Raise with less of 4 minutes to go remaining on this period. 14 shot for the Pittsburgh Penguins in the beginning of this period. And that's what we got on the Pittsburgh rank tonight. 1-0 for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Jose Duarte. Spencer V is back in the house. Welcome to what you are doing at Pittsburgh Bay Stream. Yes, sir, Spencer. We're doing what we can. Welcome aboard. Yeah, that's what we're at right now. Still there is 1-0, guys. Since at the end of the first period, the Toronto 1-0. And then we have Pittsburgh, Panthers 3, Blues 1 at the middle of the game. 23 shot versus 10, guys. 23 shot versus 10 for the Panthers. Again, them. See what we got here. How are the Kraken and Jet on second place in their division? Wow. Yep, Luciano. You have a couple of surprises in the beginning of the season, guys, and descending. We talk about 17, like he just said. Luciano, the Jets, the Kraken, right? The Islanders right now. The Pittsburgh are number 4 in the division, and the Rangers are at the wild card. On that, Detroit, number 3, guys, in front of Tampa Bay. Montreal is in front of Florida, by the way. That's crazy. Think about this. And then the Jets are there. And then the Minnesota are 6 in that division. That's crazy. Think about this. The Celtics are 2nd. The Calgary are 5. And think about this, guys. Vancouver is only 4 points behind the Flames, and they have 1 game in hands. If Vancouver win the next game, they tie the Calgary as number 5. Unbelievable if you want, and that's crazy if you think about it. And they are only 5 points behind Edmonton. So everybody think the season at Vancouver is over. It's not. It's not over yet. They can come back and battle. If they can find those W back-to-back, they'll be helping them for Vancouver Canal. We have a big game tonight. Again, the Vegas Golden Knights. The Vegas Golden Knights, guys, are flying at the top whatsoever. They lost the last game. Honestly, the last 10 games, the Vegas are a little bit less good. 6-3-1. And that's what we got for the Vegas Golden Knights at that moment. Here you go. Face off now for Toronto. When the face up at Tavares, through the part of the line, miss the net completely. The Pittsburgh lumping the puck on defensive zone of Pittsburgh. The Toronto going to recovery behind Giordano. We're now set up. Giordano play with Justin Hall on that pairing defenseman. Then now Giordano control the puck, pass the puck to the side, set up now by Manor. Manor to get the puck right now. Manor play with Tavares and Chuck Rock on this line. We're going to pay Manor, try the puck, intercept by Pittsburgh, and it was on. Love the puck on the left side. Charles Green reset by Giordano. Shoulder check went out, pressure by Hannon, intercept went out by David Kapp. Kapp back on the ice with new players coming for the Toronto Maple Leafs. The line number 4 is on the ice. Go back to the side. Camp going to regroup behind all the defensive zone. Set up now. Camp try to get a puck on the back of the break out for Toronto. Lose the puck, but finally Chuck Rock going to lose the puck behind the net. Zoomline pass to Ruta. Ruta pass the puck to the side to Malkin. Malkin now kick out the puck to Zoomline. Lob the puck behind Charles Green. Intercept now by the defenseman of the Toronto is Sandin, pressure by the Pittsburgh. So Zucker is there with Ross, pass to Malkin. Malkin on the right side of Chalkring, cycling the puck behind the net. Set up to Zucker. Zucker trying to get puck. Intercept by Toronto. Ashton Reeves, ex-Pittsburgh, allowed the puck in defensive zone of the Pittsburgh. Now go back by Toronto. Great shot by on the backhands. I think it was Ashton Reeves reset now at the blue line. Pittsburgh find a way to get a puck outside the zone. They're going to regroup on defensive zone. Toronto skating right now. Hold it well. Don't pay the puck behind the goaltender. The Smith recovery on the left side. Set up by Petrie, I believe. And now it was Peterson to Letang. Letang got intercept at the blue line by Toronto. Loud the puck behind the goaltender. The Smith. We have a battle between Matthews and Letang. And joining by it was Bunting. Finally, Pittsburgh find a way to get a puck outside zone by Letang. Lab the puck back L. Recovery by Toronto. The puck go all the way over the head of Petrie. Set up by Michael Bunting. Get hit solidly by Peterson. Go back in front of the net. And Nellander lose the puck at the last minute. Recovery by Guanzel. Pass the puck to the left side. Coming now is Pittsburgh. Go back on the left side. Raquel pass the ball in front of the net. A little bit to Guanzel. Try to tip the puck in front of the Charles Green and stopped by him with a glove, going to reset on the right side of Charles Green. Only 5 shots at the beginning of the first period, guys, for Pittsburgh. Very light period for the Pittsburgh. All over, it was dominated by the Toronto Maple Leafs so far. Right, it's 1-1. And American Acrylic, Zev Lecav. I know Zev. Austin, the biggest surprise for me is Vegas. Eichel been literally the best player. McDavid does not count. Does not count because he's a great character with 99 and every categories. Right is doing well. For Eichel, it was now or never for him. Luciano, good to hear that. Zeph, go back right now behind the net. Set up now by Pittsburgh. With a little bit over 1 minute to go remaining on this first period. Go back behind the net. Battle right now by Kerfoot. Kerfoot try to get puck in front of Anen. Archibald is on the ice with Ryan Poland. Now the puck down paid by the Toronto Maple Leafs. No icing from the linesman. Going to reset behind the goaltender linesman of the Smith. Pass the puck Petrie back to Joseph. Joseph getting with puck. Long stretch pass and the defensive zone of Toronto Maple Leafs. Great pack checking by David Caff. Covered his man to save a goal. The back of Kerfoot. Kerfoot draw the puck behind. He's going to reset. Pro checking by the Pittsburgh Penguins. Use the board. Pass the puck the side to Kerfoot. Kerfoot the backhand. A little bit behind of Lindgren at the blue line. On the red line. Lab the puck. Intercept by Jeff Petrie. New plus coming for Pittsburgh Penguins. Less of 40 seconds to go remaining these guys on this first period between Pittsburgh and the Toronto. And don't play part by the Toronto behind the net of the Charles Green. Justin Hall intercept, pass the puck in the center zone. Go back now, Tavares attacking now almost a 2-1. Great patch checking by the Toronto, by the Pittsburgh Penguins after a bad play. And shoot the puck over the head of the Smith. Recovered by Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh now shoot the puck go all of the play. I'm going to reset opacity on the defensive zone. It was a shot of Ross, 17.8 to go remaining, guys, on this period between Pittsburgh and the Toronto Maple Leafs. 2-1, 50 shot rate, guys, versus 5. Another third time that Pittsburgh gave a 2 versus 1, and 3 times the Toronto cannot capitalize on those opportunities. But still, again, 25 shot attempts in the beginning of this period, guys, for the Pittsburgh, Toronto. 25 shot attempts versus 13. Just a net domination for this period. Now, Toronto attack again. And 2-1. Manor on the back door. Fire puck on the one-timer by Matthews. Missed the puck completely. Manor should shoot that puck again. Too generous on that one. They're going to pay off the price as you consider. This Smith making a save at the Bunting. This is going to be the end. Here we go, guys. This is the end of the first period between Pittsburgh and the Toronto Maple Leafs. We're going to receive the replay. Guys, a 2-1 Manor again. What? Oh, my God. A great play by Dumoulin on that one. Matthews missed a shot. And that way, that's concluded the first period between Pittsburgh and Toronto. After 20 minutes, Toronto 1, Pittsburgh 0. First goal of the game at 40 seconds. Manor 6 of the year. Chuck Rock and Matthews got an assist. 17 shot is the total of the shot at Toronto tonight against Pittsburgh. Without Brody, without Raleigh, without Marsden, it's not a matter. This all about the Toronto Maple Leafs. They always complete the beat. The Crosby is a team. So that's what we got so far. We're going to put all the update we have. We're going to go around the league to see what's going on over there. and we're going to see the first intermission. Panthers, no chance, still 3-1, 9-10 to go remaining on the second period. Toronto 1-0. No chance, the Devils, after 20 minutes, take the lead 1-0 against the Washington Capitals. Urshire score is 10 of the year, as said by Mercer. And then the Islanders take the lead already at the Flyers 1-0. It's a Pelech score is start of the year at 4:33 to give the double the first goal, the lead by one. As stood by Anthony and Anthony Beauvillier. That's it. The next game going to start at 9 o'clock, guys. The Colorado owes the Dallas Star tonight. So Colorado, they're saying the Vancouver owes the Vancouver Canucks Golden Knight. This game is going to be the double header if you're watching hockey in Canada. And then a game earlier today, Edmonton beat the Rangers 4-3. Carolina Hurricane beat the Flame at 3-2. The game postponed between the Blue Jacket and the Predator Nashville. Montreal are going to be back only on the ice next Tuesday. They host the San Jose Sharks before they take the trip for a long December with 11 games of the 15 game on the road and 16 of the next 20 games for the Montreal Canadiens guys all on the road. Now we're going to see what they look like, the rookies and the goaltender and the Montreal Canadiens after those that trip of 20 game. I give them the second half of the season. What are they going to be? At the before 20 in the ranking or after 20, 25th or at the bottom of NHL? Will be interesting to follow them for sure. We're going to give you the best weekend for you guys about this. We'll see what we got in the chats. Everyone eventually get cut about this. Very true, Real. See how they respond then. Real deal. Austin, I wonder about the Real deal prim. Really not sure what kind of bombs someone with a prosthetic disc can take. It's not about this, Austin. It's how you're going to respond after that, right? This is an injury like anybody else, the hip, everything like that. Brent Marchand did not stop. Eichel, you're going to see what he look like. Right now, we have a good start, Austin. With that, go for Luke. Playoff hard hitting top check-in. Will be a good test for him for sure, Real. Tabernack is slow, Jeffrey. Have a good year, Jeffrey. Maybe you feel like he's slower, but you have to give credit. The captain looking good since the beginning of the season for Tavares. This season for the captain, for he consistent performing, guys. The consistency is the word for him. Unfortunately, he never win anything as a playoff, everything like that. Same with the Toronto. But look, guys, 25 point guys in 22 game. Jeffrey, 12 goals, 13 assists. That gave him at the top 20 best scorer in NHL right now. So we have to give credit for John Tavares, the guys, the captain of the Toronto Maple Leafs. If you think about slow, maybe he's skating, but he's still performing. That's the most important things about that. All the update are RG. Thanks so much. And Mr. A01 is in the house. Welcome aboard. Thanks to be the Hockey Initial Live Show tonight. No, 801 look like he's still in the game for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Rick, I know this is hockey chat. Who here think Canada can beat the question? I have no clue, Rick. I have no clue. Soccer to give you who win, who lose about this. Luciano, Edmonton, Carolina, and Ranger top for sure. We're gonna make a deep run this year. I know it's still early, but I'm not sure now. I will not be worried about the Carolina, Luciano. They are more depth. They're missing a couple of pieces of the puzzle. First, the goaltender Anderson. Secondly, I would say to you, match specialty one is going to be there. They miss Teravainen. They have a couple of pieces of the puzzle. Luciano, they are not there yet. So I will not be worried about this. The question about the Rangers, guys, is still now, it's not a specific player. Chesterkin did not deliver what he's supposed to do. Droba, they have no goals in the beginning of the season. MEILLEUR, no goals in the beginning of the season. The right winger, they're still looking. SCHRADER, they have the same kind of season he has last season. Remember, Grader scored 25 goals of the 52 on power play. So they have some kind of inconsistency, Luciano. And until they can't find the right defense, the right winger, And then they got a throat check on the UFA. They lost Strom. They tried to find what they are. And then for Edmonton, we always said is the defense is the goaltender over there. Campbell does not deliver the marchandise. Honestly, the injury of Evander Kane changed the plan for Edmonton. Unfortunately, or fortunately for them, Evan Bouchard scored his first 2 goals this season, guys. We talk about a player making an impact for them. He did not performing on the goal size of the season so far. Finally, get that double goal today. That gave the W for Edmonton. Because the Pacific Division, we said, is supposed to be strong, but at the end of the day, other than the fact Vegas looking good, a Kraken surprised everybody, the Kings, the Flame, Edmonton, and Vancouver, all 4 teams I just mentioned to you guys, it's a roller coaster. More Vancouver right now, they are maybe not roller coaster because they really be bad for the beginning of the season, but the inconsistency Edmonton between the pipe, the Calgary overall, and then you talk about the Kings, you never know which team going to show up. I'm just talking right now the from 3rd to 6th ranking standing in the Pacific Division. So this playoff, it looked like nobody want to be in the playoff. And can the Vancouver turn around to find a way? Panthers just scored, guys, at 12:50 at the second period. Lundell scored the 3rd goal of the season, assisted by Renard. Lundell 3 goals this year. 2nd goal of the weeks, I believe, for Lundell for them. Really difficult year so far for Lundell with the Florida Panthers. But Islanders still winning 1-0, by the way. 4 games tomorrow, Minnesota, Arizona. And then we have Anaheim, Vancouver, and Vancouver visit the San Jose Sharks. So a back-to-back game for Vancouver, not going to be easy. Ottawa, the Kings, Ottawa won the last game again. Anaheim finally they found a way to win a game. But again, the Kings tomorrow will be interesting to see that. William, Marco, that's what I read about Tavares. Also, 200 points at the same time. Spencer, I believe, no speed, no sparks, Jeffrey. But if he scored 25 points, Jeffrey, that's pretty good. Like, he's one of the most consistent player guys for the last 10 years, unnumbered the point and unnumbered the performance for any players. He's only without Okposo. Avec on peut être au marchand. Who will you have on your team? Again, I will always go with a center. If you don't have a center and any team, it doesn't work. You build for the middle. So I would take Tavares versus Marchand. I don't say Tavares is better to Marchand. Position-wise, it's really important to figure out that. So for me, I will go with Tavares. I would be curious, Jeffrey, Tavares, Marchand without Bergeron. I would like to know the productivity of Marchand without a center like Bergeron. If he would be the same kind of players, if he would produce with Eric Ola, or if he will produce with Pavel Zacha, example, I don't know. With a center like out of Berger of the so that's why I want to share with you about this one there. And see what we got here. Look at those 3 with the Tank Arena could make the deepest William about Carolina. Same here, William. Tavares, same amount as the point candidate as he did with the Islanders at the same candidate. Very consistency. Marco, yeah. Skating slowly, yes, he is scoring. Yeah, Jeffrey. I hurt my back injury. It's still there, but so much better. A lot of chin up in Williamson. All right, Austin. Glad to feel a bit better. Recovery, speed recovery. So an offensive team, it should be having a lot of point. Real deal. But can be done, Luciano. It's just such a high-tech surgery. It's really a miracle what you is doing. Thank you, RJ. Marco, that's what I read about the rise also to 300 points, same time spent. Islanders leave. And is doing without Okposo. Good evening, Ron with Kings is in the house. Welcome aboard, Ron. Does Monahan get moved? The deadline is a great leader for the youngster. I think so, Austin. I think Montreal need to move out with Monahan and get something good in return. That's what my video was built about Monahan yesterday. And I think if I was the Montreal, I would trade him. They have still the Warrack next season, and Montreal, and then Monahan is going to request a minimum $5 million for 4 or 5 years contract. Team we're going to give that kind of money, and Montreal can take advantage of the availability of Monahan to get something big in return, but big, important, but we'll see. Laval, Rocket, Belleville, 1-1. Thanks so much. Sound like an Azure ready to trade up. Dundee, Fabro. You're absolutely right. I think the fact they have now McDonough over there. Let's make the Flyers tie the game 1-1 for the New York Islanders. The Flyers guy never gave up. You have to give credit for Tatarda, what you're doing right over there. Laval 1-1, 13 versus 9. Shot who long before Tavares passed Patrick Kane and the goal there. I don't know, Ron, honestly. Patrick Kane have only 1 goal in the last 13 game, guys, with the Chicago Blackhawks, by the way. Internet user, welcome aboard. How does a team making the playoff impact player development and your opinion? How does a team making the playoff impact players development and user opinion? So, a great question, first of all. I appreciate the fact behind that is a good, is like every time you go to playoff, it's a learning process, exactly like it's during season, right? A player play a season, get better. Same thing with the playoff, because it's another season, guys, the playoff. It's tougher. You have no space anymore. It's physical. It's forechecking, it's back checking, and it's another level of hockey. So when you've never been in the playoff, you don't hit the wall, but it's not easy. And every time you go there, internet, when you make the playoff, on the building your team, that's a good setup or another great development for them to learning how the playoff turn around. Remember a couple of years ago when Caulfield show up with the Montreal Canadiens and Suzuki, they taste it, right? And they know what it takes now to play in the playoff. They didn't make it last season, but at least Caulfield took advantage of the opportunity to play in the playoff and to understand what it takes and to be in front of the fans and Montreal and everything like that. The pressure, how you controlling you'll never sleep before the game, everything like that. So that's the way internet, I would say to you. So it's important you have an opportunity to play in the playoff for the young team. Any team build with not many veterans to taste what it looked like to play in the playoff. I love your question, by the way. Roger Delaney is in the house. Welcome aboard, Roger. I think there are intangible that need to be considered. Compare GT with Messier or Gilmore. I would never consider Jean Tavares with Marc Messier for me. But first of all, it's rare to compare players like 30 years ago or 20 years ago. The hockey was not the same. But Messier was another top-notch, one of the best center in the game, honestly, with most of the point. And the leader he bring on the table and the fact he played the playoff at the high standard without Gretzky, Jeffrey, it's not the same level, the players. Now, Gilmore is far away to be with Messier, maybe on the same level of the hockeyer like John Tavares, about Doug Gilmore on my eyes, 1-1 on that one. Emmanuel were a first-round pick. Possibility, Rick, if not, because everybody wants to keep the 2023. a combination of second round pick and a third round pick or a prospect, both together, that we pay off to get money in. If you think about this, Montreal got nothing they gave away to Calgary, and they got a first round pick 2025. That's genius for can use this. I talked about on my video yesterday. Thank you, coach. I agree with Monahan. We have center depth, and DeVarek is highly underrated. Yep. I just find Gilly boring and slow. Matthews to Arizona after his contract up, possibly. I don't think so, Real. I still believe. I don't know. Many people see Matthews in Arizona. I don't see that. I don't see guys Matthews in Arizona. It's a sure thing, Matthews to Arizona. That's a business deal for sure. No, guys, that's not business there. It's not there, guys. Tell me right now, guys, why Matthews is going to accept to go play in Arizona. Tell me 3 reasons. Austin Matthews, as an individual hockey player, will accept to play in Arizona. If you can tell me 3 good reasons, I would consider a possibility. But you're not going to find me to tell me about, oh yeah, it's going to be a team going to win the Stanley Cup, Arizona, in 2 years. They're not going to win the Stanley Cup, maybe never. And they were going to go win the Stanley Cup anyway, have a chance to win the Stanley Cup before 7, 8 years to be a contender. That's the first thing of that. The kind of money they're going to make is going to make the same thing anywhere in the hockey. So after that, what will be the purpose behind that? The fact he was born in Arizona, do you think he's going to be more popular and make more money as a business outside the business side with Arizona, or to be with a market where the hockey is more popular compared to Arizona? For me, I don't see that. I don't see that one over there. I'm sorry, but it's not going to happen. For me, I don't see that there. Montreal 18 Marchand scored 30 goals. Bergeron is set on 16 of those goals by Marchand. Yep. Fun fact, Josh, new pick for Buffalo, is colorblind. About this, I don't know real deal, Brent, because this season, Abbas, wow, that's Tampa Bay. Arizona want Matthews to build the market. Again, the only way he can get, they gave him like $20 million. Do you think Matthews want to build the market? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, it's you talk about the other things, but the reason is, do you really want what Matthews want? Play at one of the biggest market in hockey, or you want to play with one of the worst market in the hockey? There you go. Second pair set up now. We're set up by Jordan. Pass the puck to Justin Holt. Shoot the puck. Smith make a save. Rebound behind the net. Recovery by Marner. Marner change direction. Shoot the puck over the head by Tavares as the Smith. Recovery by Raquel. Battle for the puck over there. Broken stick by the Toronto Maple Leafs. By Chad Crack. Go to bench. Reset by Pedersen. Lob the puck in neutral zone. Reset out by Justin Hall. Hall's coming offensive zone. Hall control the puck right away. Don't play puck behind the goaltender. Letang chasing the puck in front of Nylander. Letang went out. Try the puck outside the zone. Don't play the puck on the defensive zone of Toronto. Possibly will be a first icing of this second period. Does Arizona want to open up the checkbook for a guy that's inconsistency when they already a team hoping it pinch? Matthews won't go to Arizona until the end of his career run. That's what I'm thinking too. Don't figure out playoff success is going to them. I thought on that one. You gotta be careful putting money out on one player. Yeah, I'm sorry about this one. Arizona would be a different team with one Matthews going there. No, Rick. Again, Rick, he's going to be there not this year, not next year, the following year. Right? So in 2 years, the Arizona is not going, they're going to be only ready with young players. The Cooley will be there. The rookie is going to step up in the NHL. So it's going to be, again, almost like a rebuilding team for Arizona. One Matthew want to get there and 2 years. Show the puck right now. Casey making the save in front of the shot from the blue line and by Lindgren, I believe. This is give them 90 shot with 17:06 to go. There's not want to love him there, but you maybe help build the market there. Yeah, guys, again, you missed the point. You talk about what he can do over there, but nobody talked to me the reason Austin Matthews want to go to Vegas, to Arizona. You talk about the team, but what about the individual players? That's what you look about this. They have to pay for a new arena. Matthews would be like Gretzky to guys. hockey, guys. 1985 to 1992. They have maybe 10 teams, and hockey was not in the market and hockey. What are you talking about? But I'm talking about Carolina, Nashville. 2 teams was not there and during that time. Dallas Star, I don't think so they was there during that time. Gretzky make a trade over there. Arizona was not there. Florida Panthers was not there. So I'm talking about 6, 7 states right now are not there when Gretzky make a change. Right now, hockey is popular in USA. Hockey is everywhere in USA. So it's not going to change. They have more ice rink in Arizona like other states in USA. The hockey program in Phoenix is really good. They have 3 programs, maybe 3 programs, AAA in Arizona right now. They have 2 hockey team NCAA in Arizona right now. They have 1 Division 1 team in Arizona anymore now. They have a junior team, 3 team junior, 2 team junior team over there. So it's not a market, guys. It's nobody knows hockey. Like one, they make a trade with the Kings for Gretzky, guys. It's another level hockey. So when you think that way, you have to consider what it was looked like before. Nashville Devils take the lead 2-0. Jack Hughes score is 9 of the season. So, and that's my point about this. 3 reasons. Why did Gretzky go to LA? Because that time it was, again, you compare Rick 30 years ago. I just mentioned the reason right now about this. The NHL want to build the market on the South. Not true anymore. It's not NHL. You compare the people. Now you put, tell me why Austin Matthews want to play. 3 things Austin Matthews, Rick, want to play in Arizona. 3 reasons he want to play in Arizona. Not what the market, the NHL and Arizona team wants. You have to think about what a player. He become a UFA. He have an option on his life to go what he want to be. Do you really believe Austin Matthews want to play in Arizona with no chance to win the Stanley Cup? Right away there. Not about the money, but about this. Do you believe a player playing the UFA, become a UFA, want to play a team doesn't want to win the Stanley Cup? Again, you just talk about strictly business. It's not the way it works, guys. It's about win the Stanley Cup. It's the winning team. You talk about business, it's not the same thing. What is strictly business? I'm not sure if asking you this, Coach. Will Jersey run out gas tower end of the season? No, not the way. Luciano, they will be there. They will make the playoff for sure, Luciano. Now, how are you going to play in the playoff? I don't guarantee you, Luciano. But again, I think we don't give them enough guarantee, the Devils. I would tell you one time, they have maybe the top best team in NHL with the 4 line. The 4 line produce a lot for them. And this is rare. Power play, by the way, Toronto. I miss the game right now. I'm talking too much. But that's what we got right now. Toronto just finishing the second power play. Only 1 shot during the power play, guys, for them. But they have 21 shots in the beginning of this game. About that. 2-0 New Jersey. Thank you. Guys, I do not like Matthews, but he is an elite player. He will Bennett any team with good winger. Gretzky did not have a choice. Him going to LA run. Probably retire already has the money. Internet, which Canadian team and your panel has the best chance to making a deep playoff run this season? You're going to laugh at me, but I still believe the Toronto Maple Leafs has the chance to get there. I bet they stay at the league, but does not get a raise. I bet they move out Tavares and Nylander to make it happen. Approve the offense. Arizona will not be the first of the worst team market. They have a lot of draft. Yeah, I just said I just said they're going to be worst team. Rick, pay attention to what I just said, guys. Sometimes you said something I never said. I said they're not going to be a top 10 team in NHL. They're going to be maybe 20, 18, 16. I understand what they have already, right? They have a lot of draft pick over there, and they have Cooley, possibly to get a Bedard, a Fantilli, everything like that, but still not produce and reach. They're going to be good and better in the next 5-6 years. That's what going to be the peak of the best player if they reach their full potential over there. Rick, about that team over there. Everyone will be contender by that time. They have a good prospect. But again, guys, he signed his contract in 2 years. He become UFA, guys, in 24, 25. Don't tell me right now 22, 23, 23, 24, 24, 25, right? Don't tell me Arizona in 3 years are going to be a solid team in NHL. They're going to just be at the right starting to become a good team in 3 years. Not to be a great team right there. Watch out, guys. If Matthew end up in Arizona, come see me by me. Yeah. Trade Bobby to leave and bring to Lauderdale. To Lauderdale together. Welcome aboard. White Coast and NHL want it. It's not, guys. It's not the NHL control the destination of any players. Is it Gary Bettman called Jonathan Huberdeau said, Jonathan, you have to sign a contract 8 years. Can you do that for the hockey in Calgary? Right now, they lost Matthews. Catch up. Hey, let's go with, I don't know, any other players you have free, right? And said, hey, Johnny Gaudreau, don't go to New Jersey Devils. Go with the Columbus because they are a small market and we need to be sure the team look better over there. Call on the left message on the phone of Johnny Gaudreau from Gary Bettman. Guys, I don't know why you think that way. It's not that way it works, guys. It's NHL. It's professional hockey team. It's not a PlayStation game. It's not junior WSHL. It's NHL. That reason they call this the National Hockey League. Top league in the world. Because they find a way to figure out what is the best for the players. The best for the players. Not for the league. Not for the league. That's the big fun right there. But now, Pittsburgh control the puck right now. Try to get it back outside the zone. And offensive zone controlling. Don't play the puck behind Charles Green. Leave the puck behind the net to Sandin. Sandin run around for checking by Pittsburgh. Behind the net, Malkin. Malkin leave the puck to Ross. Ross in front of the net. Intercept by Sandin. Carrefoot. Recovery puck. Loud the puck in the zone. Stop by Letang. Intercept now by the Toronto. Pierre Egval. Battle with Patterson in the corner. Drive the puck behind. A battle for the Pittsburgh. Zucker. Toronto find a way to get a puck. In front of the Smith. Fire the puck. The Smith again ready for the second shot from the corner. And going to stop the puck at 84.3 miles per hour. A shot from Lindgren. Go back now on the left side of the Casey Smith. Did a good performance so far. The Smith with the Devils take the lead 3-0, by the way, guys. Panthers still 1-0. 13:42 go remaining on this period, guys. Exactly, Ron. That's my point here. 2 years from now, that team now would be much better than. Yes, real. Again, guys, real deal, you're absolutely right. And the next 2 years, the team going to be better, but not ready to win the Stanley Cup. Right? So that's my point. Arizona will be better in 2 years. They're going to get a couple of players come back. They have a lot of NHL draft. But again, are not going to be a top 20 NHL at that moment in 2 years. Is the team going to be get out at the bottom, but not ready to get there? Run. Deal. Mathieu is from there. Real deal. Yeah, he's from. Again, guys. Mathieu was born in Arizona. Yes. You're absolutely right. How many years he played in Arizona as a hockey player? Not many. If Matthew is passionate about winning and or die, he want to bigger salary. He maybe get there near his career. I would be more the reason to give the finger to the leave. What's up, guys? Melissa Zabran, welcome aboard. Just dropping by and say hello. Welcome aboard, Melissa. But he will stop. He will wait. You see. He knows that he can get the money from any team that can afford him. It's all him where he can be. Yeah, exactly about this, Peter GRAZIANO. Great comments about that. You're welcome, Michael. Jackie scored 3-0 Devils. Here we go. The goal behind the net. Set up at PITTSBURGH. Bring the puck to the side. Set up the skating pipe. Pull and pulling press the puck right side. Fire! Ruta. Save by Chagrin. Recovery by Toronto behind the net. By Chuck Croc. Pass the puck to the side. Set up now by Mété, I believe, dump the puck, Toronto, tip the puck back with the Dumoulin. Dumoulin try the puck behind net, set up by Toronto, intercept by Hannon. Great play by Hannon, try the puck to Dumoulin, back to Bonjour, puck behind the net, Chagrin, possibly icing. That would be the call for Toronto, for the PITTSBURGH, going to reset on the defensive zone of PITTSBURGh with 13:06 to go remaining between Toronto. Toronto take the lead 1-0. We know at the first period, guys. Since that, no other goal. Daryl, Adam back in the house. Where they go, my friend? Could you see them make the playoff? Or you think they would just miss the playoff? Not at all, Daryl. They're going to be at the bottom 7 and NHL, Daryl. They are far, far, far to be in the playoff team, Mr. Daryl. Just going to see this next month. Matthew is going to wear except Toronto. Coach, welcome aboard. Mr. Danny T is in the house. And Jeffrey, firstly, will Matthew want to stay in Toronto? That's a big question. Go back behind the net, set up by Ottawell. Archibald still the puck, Bernie Park to the side. Intercept by Toronto. Coming back now by Nila. Loud the puck behind the goaltender, the Smith, chased by Bunting in front of that tank. Now intercept by Nylander behind the goal line. Recovery now by Nylander on one hand in front of the tank. Drive the puck behind the net for Bunting. Lose the puck. Recovery by Pedersen. Use the board, pass the puck, intercept by Matthews at the blue line in front of Ben. Back to Nylander. Back to Bunting. Shoot the puck. Oh my God, he missed an empty net on the back door by Michael Bunting. Recovery by PITTSBURGH coming out. 3 versus 2 on the back door. Back to Crosby. Shoot the puck. Black shot by Chagrin with the blocker. A rebound on the left side. Another save. Go back on the blue line. Intercept now by PITTSBURGH. Bring the pass Crosby. Shoot it by Gwenzel. Make a save. Rebound in the net. Hit a ball. We have no goal. Look like whistle before. Now Raquel don't understand that one over there. We'll see what happening. We have a now the referee explained this one over there, and the referee said I lose the track of the puck behind the goaltender. We'll see the shot again. Great play, intercept by Matthews, guys. A one-timer, a 3 versus 2. Another pass to Bunting, missed completely a shot. I don't know. Then on that one, a shot on the door, save blocked by Chalgren. The puck go back to underside. Come on, show me the replay. Puck. Oh, the puck, he never been in. He never be. Wow. It's just the referee lost the track of the puck from Chalgren. The puck was behind, and the referee never see that. And that's what happening. Rick, not a problem. Now we have a preview goal here. We're going to see what's happening there. Absolutely right, Luciano. 2-1 Belleville. We have the call from the referee now. Explain the reason. No goal. Leave are getting better. Piss off, out, down fans. We're not goal. I'm scared for tomorrow, Chicago. Pittsburgh Panthers, guys. 24 shot versus 10. We are almost at 12:02 to go remaining on this second period. We have face up at the left side, Chalgren. We'll get now on the blue line. Set up by Pittsburgh. Fire puck. Chalgren make a save with the glove. No rebound. Great save by the glove of Chalgren. Pittsburgh pick it up now. The momentum of the game right now. Shot from Jeff Petrie from the blue line. Charles Green have no problem to track the pocket with nobody in front of the net. And now it's going to be Crosby at the face-up on the left side of the Charles Green. Waiting for the back drop. Waiting for Pittsburgh again. The pass Crosby. Keep the puck in the zone. No chance. Toronto try to back in the zone. Get up by Calf. Intercept by Pittsburgh. Turn around. Almost intercept by Pittsburgh. Finally by Crosby. Crosby change the direction for Jordan. Back the back door. On the side, Petrie put the puck behind. No chance for Guanzel. Go back to Crosby. Crosby trying to find that to Guanzel. Bring the puck to the blue line. Back went out by Petrie. Change the direction. It was Joseph, I believe. No, it's Raquel, I believe. And finally, the puck outside zone reset now by Pittsburgh on defensive zone. Long stretch pass into the zone, kick out the puck, intercept by David Camp. Camp in front of the bench, lob the puck behind the Smith, intercept the puck, and now leave the puck behind to Petrie. Petrie almost lose the puck and dump the puck in neutral zone, set up by Toronto, going to regroup. Go back, DD, set up now by Lindgren, passes and then lob the puck, intercept by Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's coming out on the offensive zone, passes icing by Joseph. We're going to reset on the defense on the neutral zone after the create by Pittsburgh. That's what we got so far. We're going to have a TV timeout, by the way. Luciano, I will answer back to you. Many things we're going to looking for Carlson, guys, the next couple of weeks. What, coach? His contract. But San Jose going to keep 50% of the contract. So Eric Carlson guy at $6 million. That's not much money. If you think about that. What? Yes, it is. If Carlson can produce for the next 3 years, guys, at $6 million per year and produce 70 points per year with 10, 15 goals. He play like now. That's not a lot of money if you think about this. So the contract is not a problem. It's what you pay in return, and the longevity of his contract is the problem. Do you believe Carlson at 35 years old can perform like Letang at 35? Do you believe Carlson and the future can continue what he's doing? Can you carry on at $6 million? That kind of defenseman. That's what would be the big problem. Zucker pass the puck left side. Fire the puck on the left side. Recover pass Zucker. Pass the puck on the Malkin. Malkin now to Letang. Letang shoot the puck. Intercept by Toronto Maple Leaf. Get out of the zone on the defensive zone. Don't pay pas bien. Smith rip around the board. Go back on the left side. On the behind the net. Toronto keep controlling the front net. Shoot the puck and then goal. It's Oldberg score a second goal, guys, for the Toronto Maple Leaf as a players, and that one a turnover by Chris Letang. Letang continues to make a mistake after a mistake this year, and that one over there, the Toronto Maple Leaf take the lead 2-0. Great play from the battle behind the net. Letang lost his man. We're going to see the play. Go back right there. Go back to the Letang went out. Lost is the puck and intercept by Toronto. A bing bang, and now. The Toronto Maple Leafs score second goal of the year for the Sweden Holmberg. This couldn't do anything. Again, Letang guys have a really difficult year so far. One of the reasons Pittsburgh struggled. And that's what we got. So this one, Holmberg scoring machine. Later, nice shot, William. Yep, turnover by him. By Letang. Go back right now. I would not trade Letang for some young pick. Yeah, just saying a contract again. Not a good news for Pittsburgh. Put back Toronto Maple Leaf behind the goaltender of the Smith are going to reset on the left side. Uh, 2-1 Belleville against Laval. Thanks so much for the update. I agree with you, coach, about Toronto. Still have a good shot this year. Yeah, I still believe. Go back on the right side. Battle went out. Charles Green, battle, find a way to get a puck behind the net and then going to reset on the right side. That would be some talent down there. No name talent. The Devils got 3-0. Jack Hughes scored his second goal of the game. His 10 of the season, 9 and 10. Islanders beginning second period, 1-1. 3-0 Devils after almost the end of the second period. 2-0 Toronto. The Panthers 4-1 at the beginning of the third. That's what we got so far. Where would be Randy is in the house. Welcome aboard. Thanks for being with us. Marlins look very good. J. Mascot, what's up about both of you, Randy and J. Mascot? Welcome to the Hockey Nation Live Show. Rick, I believe the player development for the league or the prospect. I believe the league can touch the sky. But again, guys, it's not easy, right? When you pick or select players, guys, 30, 31, 32 every single year. So that the draft is not easy for them. They got Robinson. They have Matthew Nice right now, play for Minnesota golfer. They have a couple of players they doing very well. Ty Void for an OHL. I think at some point was the top best scorer in the OHL. I don't know. I did not look for it like a couple of days ago. But again, they have a couple. They've been pretty good. When they select at that point, they got the young kid for the USC team last year. Howard. No, it was Tampa Bay on that one. I apologize. They trade the first round pick to get the goaltender Merechek out. Chicago Bear is in the house. Welcome aboard, Chicago Bear. Did not forget you. I said that. We'll be with Montreal trade for a new goalie for the rebuild. There was prospect who could draft this. I don't think so. Internet, they will trade for a young goalie. Internet for the Montreal Canadiens yet. I think they possibly draft a goalie with a pick for the Panthers at the end of the first round, if it is the case. SLATER is sick of them to make a believe when Cup they are going to contract Evan. I know the Marlies look great, so the league are not graduate players from the Marlins. It's funny, guys, because if you look about the Marlins, they've always been a good team, the Marlins. If you look about their history at the American Hockey League for the last 10 years, they've always been a good team as the Marlins. But, they don't have a lot of prospect for Toronto over there because it's been a good team for the last 5-6 years. So that's what it's in it. Coach, with Caulfield contract coming up, how much do you think would be pay him? $9 million about Daryl for Caulfield. So that's what's happening. And now, goal. Toronto score, guys. Score the goal. And I think it's Nylander or Matthews will be the call of that one over there. Nylander score again, Crosby, and the team Toronto take the lead 3-0 again. The Pittsburgh Penguins. Tell you right now, the Toronto on fire, guys, without Morgan Riley and Marsden and Brody. And that's what's happening. Gold for the Toronto Maple Leafs. 2 matches right now. Play behind the net. Matthews battle for the puck. You can see this. Pass the puck to the net there. Just in front of the net. No cover from the defenseman. Crosby go out behind that. And then turnover. And the Pittsburgh take the lead 3-0. I want $8 million by $8 million. Caulfield, $8 million. At the beginning of the season, I would say to you, yes. But at the end, now I'm thinking more. He's going to get about 9.5 possibility with the Montreal Canadiens. If he continues scoring a 40 goal this season, a 45 goal, I would expect that kind of money if you go for 8 years. Go back and shoot the puck, Pittsburgh. Intercept now by block shot by Charles Green on the right side. And like I said, the Pittsburgh gave 3 goals tonight. That's what we got. Come on down, Johnny Golden. We don't see Johnny Golden recently. Go back behind the net to set up that Pittsburgh Penguins. Archibald pass the puck to Ross. Ross in front of the net, the puck bouncing over the stick of the Zucker. Then Toronto going to recover. Palmaljian bring the puck to the side. Side in right now. It was Giordano, back to Maljan, back to Giordano. Skating with the puck, pass the puck on the zone. Don't play the puck and go to the no ice in the puck. Go slightly back by the Smith. Recovery by Pittsburgh. Set up now the breakout. Skating puck in neutral zone. Intercept by Toronto in front of Zucker. They're going to recover in defensive zone. Lob the puck in neutral zone. The puck bouncing at between the both team. A bench, then reset by Zucker. Zucker's coming in offensive zone. Zucker control the puck right away on the left side of the Charles Green. Battle right now with Hannon, Austin Reeves, and Devin Cab. The 4 line for the Toronto is on the ice with Victor Mete. Pittsburgh win the battle. Find the puck at the line. Set up now by the tank. Fire the puck. Black shot by Charles Green. The puck go back on the right side. The puck go outside the zone. And go be back by the Green. The tank in front of the Smith. The tank now in front of Maljan. Pass the puck in the zone. Pit the puck and intercept by Toronto Maple Leaf. And now the Pittsburgh coming back. Professionally bouncing the puck. And Toronto going to lob the puck behind the goaltender. The Smith hitting per Ekball. Pas d'ordre de left side, and then Pittsburgh lob the puck, hold it back on defensive zone of Toronto. Remus send in, intercept the puck, pass the puck to the right side. Now Toronto's coming back, shoot the puck, stop by, who missed the puck, barely missed the net, recovery by Pittsburgh. They gave away the puck again, but send in, pass the puck again. And Kerfoot lost his edge after he got hit. They tang in the corner with Holberg. Holberg scored the second goal of the game for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Second goal and the season for him, and second goal in the last 2 games. Go back to Toronto on defensive zone, set up now in front of the bench. Recovery, they're going to regroup on defensive side. Justin Holt pass the puck to Sandin, I believe. Come back right now by Jack Crack, dropped up by Holberg, ball to Holberg, and Ekball at the back door to Kerfoot. Shoot the puck all the way back on behind the net. On the rib, bring the puck, intercept by Holt after the pinch behind the net, bring the puck behind the net, set up by Patterson. Patterson to the tank, lob the puck in the 12 zone, set by Pittsburgh. Pass the puck in front of the bench, turn around by Camp. Camp try to get behind to Bunting, intercept by Pittsburgh. Coming in offensive zone, keep the puck right now on the right side. Gonzel around the board, bring the puck in the shot, foot the puck in front of the net. Great save by Charles Green, no rebound after that. We're going to reset on the left side of the Charles Green with 6:19 to go remaining. 26 shot, the guys for Toronto at 13 for Pittsburgh. We have a TV timeout, I believe, and that's what we get. Most career goal by European trained players of French history. Matt Something, 420. William Nylander, 149. And Borgie Sambing at 148. We have face off right now on the left side of the Smith. One stand up in the playoff arcade one would make a laugh about this one. Garfield Water somewhere. Go back right now behind the net. Recovery by Toronto Maple Leafs. Pass the puck to Manor. Manor long stretch pass in defensive zone. The Pittsburgh chasing puck. We have an icing and find the Pittsburgh goalie going to reset 2-1 shot. Laval 33. Belleville 13. Wow. RG. Gonna fix them at the east deadline. The cap session outlets. RG, good job on the Rocket update. I'm watching it. Awesome. Vous êtes first faisant en 3 temps, il faudra un peu de réalité. Going to face off now on the right side. Chagrin. Grasby win the face off, bring by the blind. Let Tank went out, skate a little bit. Let Tank hold the puck. Let Tank shoot the puck over the Chagrin. Recovery behind by Petrie. Petrie now the goal line. Petrie using the puck behind the net to Guancel to the tank. Fire puck. Miss the net completely. Back at the line. Set up all the way back on defensive zone. Petrie cannot catch the puck. The puck goes slightly behind the Smith in front of the Minor. Puck on the left side. Chasing now by Chuck Rock. Tavares try to get the puck and no chance. Puck back in the corner. Yeah, he find a way to get a puck in front of the net, but Pittsburgh is going to intercept, going to get out. And Jake Guanzel, the puck behind. No, it was, I apologize, Teddy Bonjour. Putting the puck behind the net. Victor Mete pass the puck behind to Well. Recovery by Mete. Mete lob the puck into the zone from the bench. Set up now. Pittsburgh is going to recovery. For both teams use the 4 line right now on the ice. Go back for Poland. Poland cannot intercept the puck. Back to Hollowell. Hollowell behind the net. Ready the puck on the board at the line. It's a puck outside the zone. Great stick. Definitely battle for the way by Ashton Race. Don't pay the puck. Recovery by now by Ruta. They reverse back the puck to Dumoulin. Dumoulin pass the puck into the zone. Tip by Pittsburgh. Lobby the puck behind Charles Green. Reset went out by Lindgren. Bring the puck behind to Sundin. Sundin on the back door. Pinch went out by Dumoulin. Keep the puck deep in the zone for the Toronto Maple Leafs, but still the puck by Lindgren. Pass the puck the side. Intercept by Malkin. Malkin to Poland. Try the puck behind Toronto. Still the puck right there in front of Ben, in front of Charles Green. Recovery went out by Ashton Reese. Down play the puck on the left side of the Smith. Recovery all the way back by Joseph in front of Ashton Reese. Malgin join the play. We have a penalty there. Penalty, I believe, for Toronto for 2-net tripping. Malgin going in the box. Pittsburgh for the second time of the night going to be on the power play. Both teams have 0 goal on the power play tonight. That's what we got so far. Nat, welcome aboard. At the T-Mobile Arena, Pittsburgh, still 3-0 Toronto Maple Leafs over the Pittsburgh Penguins. Here we go! Graziano family!
Ah, c'est trippant, ça me fait tripper. Je me pense au Centre Bell, parce que c'est les mêmes instruments, puis je sais que le monde t'apprête des mains au bout.
Last year, World Cup, they will start in the Vincent number like McDavid Matthews. Go back on the side, shoot the puck all the way back on the side, recovery by Pittsburgh, stop at the line. Power play right now for Pittsburgh, set up now, back to the left side, back to Crosby, I believe. Battle for the Toronto, win the battle, bring the puck and now they go back slowly by the Smith. The puck go back at the goal line, set up now behind by the tank. The tank's getting the puck, 1:35 to go remaining on the power play, drive the puck behind to Skinny right now by kick out the puck to Malkin, drive the puck behind to Guanzel. Guanzel ran the puck behind the Ross led the puck to Crosby. Crosby back to Letang. Letang to Malkin. Malkin's coming down. Malkin turn around back to Letang. Letang to Crosby on the skate. Go back on the other side. Back in front of it to Malkin. Miss the puck. The white timer back to Malkin. Back to Letang. Oh, both teams diving. Keep the puck deep in the zone. Great play by Letang and Malkin. Crosby trying back to the side. Crosby leave the puck to Malkin at the blue line. Set up Ashmack. Malkin coming down. Malkin pass the puck to Crosby. Leave the puck to the Letang at the blue line. Letang went out. The Ashmack bring the puck behind at the left side. Go back to Gonzel. Gonzel backing out to the tank. No, miss the puck completely. Toronto down the puck on defensive zone. Reset now by Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh hold the puck all the way back to Letang. Letang the red line. Letang now turn around all day. 45 seconds remaining on the power play. 3:23 to go remaining on this the second period. Still 3-0 Toronto. Go back to the side. Kick out the puck out of the play. Going to reset there with 3:18. 0 shots on the power play. Letang not looking good since the beginning of this season with the Pittsburgh Penguins. Look at Laverson is in the house. Welcome aboard. Thanks to be with the Hockey Nation Live Show. One thing you need for your young player to maybe say, well, like minimum. Go back right now, winning by the Toronto Maple Leafs. Don't pay by being a goaltender. Shot green set up now with 35 seconds remaining on the power play. The puck don't pay by Toronto. Intercept the line set up by it was Henning, I believe. Henning to Petrie. Petrie pass the puck right side. Shoot the puck, Carter. Intercept, shoot the puck. Miss the net by Henning. The puck over left side. Toronto find a way to get a puck. Don't pay by behind of the goaltender with 16 to go remaining. Less than 3 minutes to go, second period. Petri again, still with the puck, skating to the blue line, looking to the side, kick out the puck to the side, recovery by Raquel. Raquel out the back end, pass the puck outside his zone, bad play. Carter's going to recovery and keep controlling now, go back, all the way back on defensive zone. Now Carter, one more push, and then finally we have Evan Strang. Now go back to Raquel, pass the puck to Carter, pass the puck behind the net at Carter, Carter to Raquel, pass the puck, bad play by Raquel. Toronto lob the puck. It's going to be a nice scene with 2:25 to go remaining on the second period. That's what we got so far with both teams. Much, everybody. Nicolas de Gouby-Bonneau and the house tonight, Nicolas. Welcome aboard. Now the puck go past Toronto, try to go back outside zone, intercept by Pittsburgh, and from the bench, finally, they're going to regroup on defensive zone back to Joseph. Joseph pass the puck, kick out by Pittsburgh, behind the net, chasing out by Crosby, I believe. Then we have Gonzel and Ross, intercept now. Go back by Toronto. Toronto attacking now. Almost a 2-1. Great patch checking by Joseph. And for the Chuck Rock, and then going to recovery behind the net. It was Oldberg. I apologize with Ashton Reeves. But out behind the net is the Smith. Recovery by Ashton Reeves. Back out Didi. Set up now Justin Hall. Fire pocket block, a shot in front of the net. Recovery by Ruta. Ruta allowed the puck in the zone. The puck bouncing defensively by Toronto. Go Didi. Set up by Giordano. Back to Justin Hold. Back again to Giordano. Back again to Hold. With 90 seconds to go remaining second period. Hold. Pass the puck in the zone. Set up Nylander. Go to regroup on defensive zone. Pass the puck to the side. Set up now by Giordano. Don't play by the Smith. Don't leave the puck all the way back at the blind. Set up by Bunting. Back to Nylander. In front of Matthews. Intercept by Pittsburgh. Set up now by Pittsburgh. Coming now. Zucker skating the puck on the right side. Shotgun. Zucker keep controlling in front of the Sandin. Great recovery by Sandin. Malkin can intercept the puck. But Zucker bring the puck. Shoot out. Zoomler shoot the puck. Black shot by Malkin. Fire the puck. Saved by Chalgren or maybe the post. Not sure. The puck go back to the zone for Toronto. Back to Nylander. Pass the puck to Bunting. Intercept by Zoomler. Zoomler now to Zoomline pass to Ruta, pass the puck behind the net, still by Matthews back the way, the puck bouncing on the defensive zone of the Toronto Maple Leafs, going to be set now by Manor. Manor pass the puck behind the Toronto Pittsburgh Penguin goaltender, is set by Pittsburgh, go DDD, set up at Zoomline in front of Manor, allowed the puck into the zone, set up now, block shot by Toronto, going to recovery, regroup on defensive zone, 35 to go remaining, guys, on this period between the Pittsburgh and the Toronto. Now, Chuck Rock's coming. Chuck Rock shoot the puck. This Smith make a save with the blocker. The puck bouncing. Turn by Pittsburgh. Manor try to intercept the puck. Finally, no chance. The puck bounce and the neutral zone. So that the opponent draw the puck the side. Pittsburgh lose the puck on the blue line, possibly offside. That's what we call it. With 19.4 to go remaining on this game at the second period between Toronto and the Pittsburgh Penguins. A 27 shot for the Toronto, and I think it's 15 for the Toronto Pittsburgh Penguins. 19 seconds to go remaining. See, like look hockey business only. Go back right side, recovery by the Guancel, allow the puck behind net by Pittsburgh inside Charles Green, leave the puck to the side to Justin Holt. 10 seconds to go. D Rivers back to Sandin. Sandin pass the puck to the side. Intercept by Toronto, and it was on at the blue line. Kick out. Great checker by Petri. Finally, the puck go back defensive zone. One more time for Raquel. Second period over at the T-Mobile Arena. Total score 2 goals. Oakberg, second of the year. Manor and assist 955. Second point on Manor. Nylander got his 12th goal of the year, guys, at 1050. Matthews got an assist. Bunting got an assist. The shot of 10-10 for both teams during the second period. 27-15 after 40 minutes. Score is Toronto Maple Leafs 3 and the Pittsburgh Penguins 0. Both teams have a 2 power play, each team of them, and nobody scored on the power play tonight. And that's pretty much what we got tonight at the T-Mobile Arena, downtown of Pittsburgh. Second intermission of the night, guys. That's what we got here. Thanks to be a part of the show. Don't forget, guys, to click on the like. That'd be awesome. We really appreciate about that. The St. Louis Blues, guys, cut the lead, guys, 4-3 with 6 minutes to go remaining on the third period. 2 goals, one from Ren O'Reilly, and then a goal from Jordan Kiru. That's what we got right now, 4-3. The Devils still 3-0. The Flyers take the lead, guys, 2-1 against the New York Islanders at the middle of the second period. Wow, that's another surprise. The Flyers take the lead. Can the Panthers keep the lead until to the end? That's what we got so far. And that's we'll see what happened here. Thanks so much, Rick Bengal. Go St. Louis Blues. We good. Continue me leave. Michel Clisé, I agree with you about that one over there. That's a great call about this one.
Super Chat.
Super Chat. Rick Bengal, $4 Super Chat, ladies and gentlemen. The first of the night. Super Chat, Rick Bengal. Chop. Rick Bengal, hype. Thanks so much. Rick is on fire tonight at the Hockey Nation Live show. Thanks so much for the little bit super chat we got tonight. Very glad of you. Of course, we love those super chat. And we want to let you know, my friend Rick, this.
Thank you very much. Nice.
And the fans of the Hockey Nation Live show said to Mr. Rick Bengal. Oh, here we go. That's what we are at the Hockey Nation Live show. Thanks so much. We speak English, Brad, R.B. Boyard, Steve G. Thanks so much. Be a part of the show tonight. We disagree on stuff, but love him. Thanks so much, Rick at Bengal. Great controversy. Here we go. That's the way to do that. Abby Drouillard. We speak English. All right, Abby. Thanks so much. We appreciate for your comment tonight. And next time when you show up, just say hi. That would be great. And you can say hello. Puis tu peux dire comment ça va. Ça va très bien. Puis you can say buenas noches. Como está? Or you can say Sawadi grab. Abby, so you can speak 4 language. Abby, I would like to hear from you. That'd be great to hear from you. Hey now, what's up with Sydney? Oh, hey now, welcome aboard. Not a really good kind of Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh guys win the last 4 or 5 games, so sometimes you have a kind of struggle, but you have so right, not looking good right now. But you have a good year so far as a veteran, and now Crosby, since the beginning of the season, I think you have 29 points. Oof. I could be wrong that one over there. But, yeah, Oli. I know you have a 28. I apologize. I missed by 1. 11 goals, 17 assists for 28 points. So it's looking good. The captain, again, consistently performing at 35 years old. And then we have Alan Barnes is in the house. Thanks so much to be a part of the Hockey Nation Live show. Dimitri, on dit bonjour. C'est lui bonjour. Rick at Dimitra. Welcome aboard, Dimitra, with the Hockey Nation Live show. Oh no, here come St. Louis Luciano. They tied the game, guys. The Panthers 4-4. They tied the game at 3:49. Are you killing me? The St. Louis Blues tied the game against the Panthers tonight. And wow, what a turnover. You look like, thanks so much, Abby. J'aimerais ça te voir en personne, Abby. But il y a deux kind of people in life, Abby, you can be in life. You could be a good person with a good heart, with compassion. You can be a bad person and treat other people very badly. I don't know which one the person you are, but right now it's not looking good for all your comment you put in the chat. When I go to remove you on that chat, guys, let him in the chat right now. He looked like he's really happy about how he talks, and that proved to us what kind of person he is. So that's make people different. Some people like to be mean, be bad, and they like it. And some people like to be good, and that's why you see the kind of person is with loyalty and integrity, with characters. And that's the kind of people maybe have a difficult time in their life. And I hope you'll be great one day. And with time, when you get a little bit older, you understand what life is all about. But you're still young, and we wish you the best for the rest of your life. Hey, Mr. Randy VJ is in the house. Welcome aboard. Thanks for being the Hockey Nation show. There we go, Luciano. The wisdom get out. Rick put the money on St. Louis Blues. On pass today, 2:28 to go. Still Blues 4-4. Thanks so much, everybody, to be a part of the show tonight. Don't forget to click on the likes. We are right now at the middle of the second period with the TV timeout, so we're going to get there. What was the other game? They think came back in the third period, Vinny. What was the other game today? The Edmonton Oilers come back with 4 goals at the third period to win against New York Rangers 4-3. The Hurricanes scored the third goal at the third period to take the lead to win by the score of 3-2. And that's what the 2 game I can mention about this one over there. Yep, that's exactly what was the other day, I think, with Vinny. Yep, that's what I'm talking about, guys. So we have a TV timeout, guys, and then we'll be back very shortly. I'll give me a time to take a break and maybe use my, Edmonton. Yeah, it was Edmonton. About that. Don't go nowhere. Mr. Klein will be back in the next couple of minutes.
You made my day. You made my day. You made my day. Princess of mine, what have I done to deserve your royal time? Just made my day. You 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 made my day. Day.
Welcome back, Mr. Yann Gianet, big fan of the Ottawa Senator, is on the house. We miss you, Yann. And we have Clash Montreal. Bonjour, Clash. Thanks for being a part of the show. Just kind of discriminate. Then that's what we got. Shane Wright, 3 goals and 2 games in American Hockey League. William McClary, that's great to hear that. And for Shane Wright. We are over time now, and Panthers, Florida Panthers versus the St. Louis Blues, 4-4. Toronto score, Toronto. The St. Louis Blues score 3 goals, guys, on the third period. Tarasenko has tied the game at 3:49, guys, gave them the one assisted by Parpashev and Puchinevich, 4-4, Toronto and the Florida and the St. Louis Blues. 3-0 Toronto, 3-0 the Devils. The Islanders tied the game 2-2. Parise score is 6th of the year on a power play goal. And then we have a game at 9 o'clock, guys. The Dallas Stars play the Avalanche, 9 o'clock. And then the Golden Knights play again the Vancouver Canucks at 10 o'clock p.m. This is a double header of the Hockey Nation, not the Hockey Nation show, but Sportsnet tonight. There you go. Vinny Blue at 3-4-1 going into the third period. You think they can't win it on overtime? Everything is possible. About this, Vinny James. As a fan of Montreal, I would love that. Je viens voir une annonce with Alice Cooper, Yann Jeanette. Alice Cooper. Wow, if Florida lose, that's bad. I agree with you about this, Luciano. That's what a very bad third period for the Florida. Okay, yeah. The game right now is live. You can watch in the game. Of course, if you have this kind of channel, you can get on NHL Network. We are right now the second intermission, guys, between the Toronto and the Pittsburgh Penguins. Toronto continues to performing, guys. And during the last couple of games, Toronto win the last 2 games. They are 6-1-3 the last 10 games, guys, without or with Morgan Riley. That's pretty good. And then for the Pittsburgh Penguins, before tonight, they won the last 5 games, Pittsburgh. So they sit at the 4th understanding on the Metropolitan with 11-7-3, 25th. Carolina win tonight. They're jumping at the 3rd. And the Islanders, if they win tonight, they will still stay on the 2nd division. Now said the Devils are doing very well. You're absolutely right about this. They win again. They are winning right now, so possibly they win the second. We still, right now, they're winning 3-0. Power play at the beginning of the third period. We're already in the third, 15-10 to go. After 20 minutes, 40 minutes at the Islanders, it's still 2-2 over there. And that's what we got since all the game we have. We know earlier Edmonton beat the Rangers 4-3, and then the Carolina beat the Calgary Flame 3-2. Yeah, Jeanette, Vinny. Not just please smooth. Where we are is in a tap. Less of 4 minutes to go over time, guys, between the Panthers and the Blues. Still 4-4. The shot are 37-36. We'll just wait for the third period start, guys, for the Hockey Nation show. Will be live until the end of this game. And then, like we do, we don't have any post-game tonight. We'll be back tomorrow morning, guys, for the Ad Brunch, your Sunday rendezvous. 11 o'clock Eastern Time. We invite you to join us. Tomorrow we do the report card for the Montreal Canadiens. And tomorrow night, we're going to be back live here at some point. We don't know if we do a game. The Blues win, Ganai. The Blues win. Kiru score at 108. What a comeback for the St. Louis Blues. They beat the Fleur Panthers, guys. This is going to be an upset after you lead 4-1, and then you gave that W on the set. This St. Louis Blues need that one, to be honest with you, after the last two game battle with Craig Bennington, and they get that W, guys. 5-4 in overtime against the Fleur Panthers. Second goal of the night of Kiru. One of my fantasy hockey. I love this one. And that's what they have right now, guys. The St. Louis Blues beat the 5-4. Wow. Congratulations, Rick, about that. Mr. Pierre Martin is in the house. Welcome aboard, Pierre. Benjamin Perrault. Bonjour, Yann et Michel. Benjamin Perrault. Bienvenue dans la maison de Hockey National Show. Merci d'être avec nous. N'oublie pas de s'inscrire sur le show, sur la chaîne de Hockey National Show. Ça nous ferait plaisir de vous avoir comme un subscriber. Ça ferait plaisir de vous avoir avec nous. Pierre Martin, welcome back, by the way. We'll just wait for the third period start, guys. It's still at 3-0. I forgot to put that shot right there. I apologize for that one. Lady Golf Coach of the Year. Good point here, Real. We asked this question yesterday and nobody answered me, I think. But yes, I have the big money on Edmonton. If it was today, I must have robbed your head, Rick Luciano. I think Bruce Cassidy could be another one. Peter Dubois for the Dallas Stars is another one. I think you have to think about Jim Montgomery with Boston Bruins. But I think Montgomery and Lindy Ruff should be at the top of that one. Great point for Real. They'll talk about this. Too early to call it coach. No, but at this moment after 20 game, Luciano, not for the end of the year. We cannot call any trophy right now. Like the Rookie of the Year. Who knows could happen, right? I pick underdog and tie them to USA. Visit Iran. Il fait un win. Big coin. Comment ça va, coach? Ça va très bien, mon Benjamin. Ça va très, très bien, toi. Penalty right now for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Start the third period, guys. Not the way you expected that. If we would trade by 3 goals. Jake Guenzel got a penalty. Third power play for the Toronto for the slashing. Oh, my God. Very bad play by Guenzel. And we'll see if the Toronto can take advantage. Now, Laval losing 2-1. But, Rick, Laval are doing well with 37 shots, I believe. Très bien, tu t'entends ça. Benjamin, tu viens de quel endroit? Benjamin. Now, winning face-off right now by Pittsburgh. And then Toronto find a way to get a puck back. Sending past the puck left side. Back to Nylander. Turn around. Nylander hold the puck right there. Pass the puck to Sendin. Send it to Marner. Marner in front of net there. Kick the puck by Casey. Battle for Matthews. Marner in front of the Routard. Recovery by Dumoulin. Pass the puck left side. Pittsburgh going to dump the puck on the Charles Green all the way back. Charles Green play the puck. Use the board. And just run out by Marner. Going to get back over there. They're going to set, don't think, come back. Rick said about the Laval Rocket tonight. That's not good for you. Go back now, Tavares. Tavares bring the puck behind. Set by Sedin. Sedin to Nylander. Coming down at the hash mark. Sending Nylander back to Sedin. Sending at the blue line. Now walk in the middle. Back to Sedin the right side. Shoot the puck in front of the net there. Miss the net. A little bit too far for Marner. Intercept the puck behind. Shoot the puck in the net there. Intercept by the Smith. Finally, Pittsburgh lobbed the puck all the way behind the net. Charles going to reset with 1 minute to go remaining, guys, on the power play. Go back now. Recovery behind. The blue line set up now. Bring the puck behind to Madigan. Madigan, unit number 2 for Pittsburgh. Toronto on the ice. Madigan pass the puck in the south to Ekbar. Great play by Pittsburgh. Intercept the puck. Lob the puck behind Chad Green. Chased by Giordano. Giordano applies some pressure by Bulger. Intercept by Giordano again. Bulger bring the puck to Ekbar. Bring the puck behind to to Bunting. Bunting out the puck and the blue line. No chance of recovery. Toronto have a difficulty to go back on the trend zone. Don't pay by Pierre Ekbar. Chased by Michael Bunting straight in front of the Patterson. Run the puck at the blue line. Intercept by Toronto. Back to puck a little bit outside the zone. Nothing works for Toronto on the power play. Unit number 2. Back to Giordano. Pass the puck to the side. Back went out to Justin Hall. with 15 seconds remaining on the power play for Toronto, going to finalize this one. One more time for push. Justin Holt at the puck on the right side of the Smith, shoot the puck behind the net. Chase for himself. A great hit by Patterson. The back behind of Ruta. Ruta right now, keep the puck onto the puck. Ruta pass the puck in front of the bench, in front of the net. The puck go all the way back on defensive zone, possibly high sink, but no call because winning the race by Pittsburgh behind the net of Kyle Green. Pittsburgh win puck to the line. Dumoulin shoot the puck right there. Miss the net barely. Go back to Ruta. Shoot the puck again. Miss the net again. Back to behind the net of the Pittsburgh. Battle with one side Crosby. Go back one out by David Camp. Bring it back to Kerfoot. Loud the point on the backside. The puck go barely slightly back behind the goaltender. The Smith reset by Raquel. Use the port. Pass the puck to Ruta. Ruta passing it on through Gonzalez. Loud the pipe behind the goaltender. Chagrin. Intercept the pipe by David Camp, bring the puck to the side. Set up now by Toronto. Loud the point in front of the bench of the Toronto. Set by Pittsburgh. Draw the puck to Crosby. Going to recovery all the way back on defensive zone. Crosby to the blind. Coming back out of that line. Crosby change the direction. Crosby kick out the puck to Ross. Ross on the side. Control the puck on the back door. Back to Guanzel. Guanzel now at the Ashmack. Bring the puck to Crosby. Control the puck behind the child green. Bring the puck to the blind. Set up now by Letang. Letang right now. Joseph. Shoot the puck. Miss the net completely. Recovery right now under the side per Crosby. Intercept by the goaltender Child Green. I'm going to reset on the left side. That's what we got so far with that play. Je pense que c'est Crosby. Yann, je pense Crosby. Those contracts were meant to go. Wake up soon. Have a good night. I want to grab Crosby want to run a short here. You use last pick, Yann. Show back on the left side right away. Toronto still 3-0. Devils 3-0. Islanders 2-2. And that's what we got right now. We're going to reset now. The puck drop on the left side. Child Green with 18 shots for the Pittsburgh Penguins right now. The puck went down paper by Toronto Maple Leaf. Back behind the Smith. Chasing right now. The tank first one to get the puck. Pass the puck on the side. Now lose the edge. Pittsburgh. It was a Raquel. Recovered by Zucker in front of the bench of Pittsburgh. Battle with Jack Rock, Tavares, and Matter on the ice. Pittsburgh control puck. Pass the puck to the tank. The tank down the puck a little bit in the corner. Behind net. Possibly outside. That was the call from the referee. From the linesman. Go to reset now on defensive. The most team with the most giveaway puck, right? Canadian is number 2. Toronto, Canadian number 1. And Toronto is number 2, unfortunately. Welcome back, Jennifer and Michel Clissi from Republica Dominicaine. Maybe they play a game tonight. Who knows? Anyhow, Pittsburgh's coming on offensive zone. Shoot the puck. Child Green make a save. Rebound for Toronto. Loud the puck. Hold it back on defense. Excuse me. Wow. On defensive zone, resettlement out by Kerfoot. A battle with Ross. The winning part of Toronto going to regroup. But DDD set up the Victor VT. Bring it by neutral zone. Pinch one out by Jack Rock. Or Pierre Egval down the puck. The Smith make a save. Recovery by Pittsburgh. On the right the home is Pedersen right now with Jeff Petrie turn around. It was Jeff Carter. Back to Egval. Egval in front of Pedersen. Egval right now control the puck. Egval pass the puck inside to Oldberg. Intercept now by Pittsburgh Penguins. Don't pay the puck in neutral zone. And go back on defensive zone. Set up now by the Toronto Maple Leaf. They're going to recovery on the neutral zone. It's now Christian Ruta. Allowed the puck behind the goaltender of the Smith of the Shell Grain, reset by Pittsburgh, going to reset on the defensive zone and try to get out Toronto. Battle for Margin, intercept the puck. Margin's coming offensive zone, kick out the puck to Ashton Reeves, shoot the puck. The Smith make a save with no rebound. Going to reset on the right side of the Casey the Smith. Welcome back, Randy Walkman. Talk about the flame. What about the comeback of the St. Louis Blues? Again, the Flames of the fire puck by the defenseman. Pittsburgh missed the net barely. Go back at the line by Ruta. Down the puck at Ashmack. Reset now behind the net. A goaltender of Pittsburgh. Bring the puck to the blind. Ruta pass the Dumoulin. Shoot the puck in front of the net. Miss the net completely. Recovery by Charles Green. Put the puck behind the net. But first one to get there is Rand Paul and try the puck to corner. Intercept by Toronto. And Palais use the board in front of Dumoulin. Set up by Ashton Reeves in front of Ruta. Pass the puck all the back behind the goaltender of the Smith. Ashton Reeves and Ruta battle for the puck. Turn around by PITTSBURGH and Austin Matthews. Pass the puck to Ashton Reeves. Pass the puck to the blue line. Shoot the puck in front of the net. Deep in front of the net. Casey Smith can save, no rebound. We're going to reset on the left side of the Smith. And going to reset the left the way back. Another shot for the Toronto Valley. That gives them right now, guys, 32 shots. With less of the 15 minutes to go remaining on the third period. Still, guys, you're absolutely right, guys. Jack Hughes scored a hat trick tonight. It's 9, 10, 11 goal of the year, guys. Jack Hughes, the number 86, another first-round pick a couple of years ago. Jack Hughes take him 3 years, guys, to become who he is right now in NHL. So we have to be patient. Pittsburgh should have puck missed, and they completely reset now by the Toronto. Loud the puck is on. Set up now by Bunting. Looking now. Bunting try the puck by Matthews. Matthews coming out. Drive the puck to Bunting. No chance. Go back behind the net to Nylander. Battle back up by Crosby. Go back on the right side. The Smith battle force. Behind the net, reset by the Joseph, pass the puck neutral zone, back to Ross. Ross got behind Crosby, turn around, reset now by Austin Matthews going to the completely on the left side, shoot the puck in neutral zone in front of the bench of Pittsburgh. They're going to reset on defensive zone, pass the puck to the side, and the Pittsburgh going to regroup with Jeff Petrie. Pass the puck to Ross, intercepted by John Tavares, I believe. Don't pay the puck behind the net of Casey, chased by Pedersen and Petrie. Tavares lose the puck, recovered by Pittsburgh. Battle on the right side, back the puck behind the net of the Patterson. Pass the puck to Petrie. Petrie now hold the puck. Long stretch pass into zone. Tip the puck behind Charles Green. No tips, no icing. Charles Green use the board. Intercept by Pittsburgh in the corner. Cycling the puck a little bit behind the net. Bring the puck to the blue line. Go DD. Set up now by Petrie. Petrie coming back from the Ashmack to the blue line. Go back to Malkin. Malkin pass the puck to Petrie. Pass the puck to the side to Zucker. Zucker lose the puck. Pass the puck right side to Petrie. Petrie now go down, back to Patterson. Fire puck was Malkin. Shaped by Shalgren. Recovery by Marner. Marner the back end. Loud the point in the zone. Tip the puck all the way back. It's going to be almost a check route. Recovery puck. A check rock. Bring the puck to corner. Back to Marner. Marner looking now. Keep the puck deep in the zone. Pittsburgh going to recovery. And for the bench, set by Carter. Carter pass the puck to the side. Go back to Patterson to Petrie. Petrie use the board. Don't pay the puck by the Pittsburgh behind the net of Chagrin. Reset now by Lindgren. Go deal reverse by Holberg. Pass the puck to the side. Go back Pierre Egvald. Egvald pass the puck to the side to Kerfoot. Kerfoot don't put the puck for himself in the corner. Chasing the first one. First one was Kerfoot. Bring the puck on the board. Leaves you fall to Egvald. But recovery on the point by Holberg. Bring the puck to Kerfoot. Kerfoot behind the Smith looking now. Hold the puck a little bit. Back to the blue line. Set up now Didi. Back to Jordan at Senden. Shoot the puck behind the net. Egvald cannot find a way to get a puck. Pass the puck to Oldberg. Bring the puck to Senden. Senden pass the puck. Egvald. Egvald to Kerfoot. A little bit too far. That's recovery by Senden. So bring the puck behind the goaltender of Pittsburgh. Behind the net is Pierre Egvald. Hold the puck on the, to Kerfoot. Kerfoot to Egvald. The Toronto puck position excellent. Shoot the puck and left shot by Pittsburgh. And now the puck go in front of the bench. Both team recovery by Pittsburgh. Loud the puck behind Chagrin. Set up behind the goaltender. Hit for checking by Pittsburgh. Intercept by Toronto. Battle for Kerfoot. Finally go back to the side. Pass the puck to David Camp. Camp right now. Kick out the puck left side. Set up now by Pittsburgh. Toronto. Shoot the puck. Casey Smith make a save with the blocker. Rebound to the side. Pittsburgh find a way to get a puck. Letting right now. And for the David Camp. Lose the puck. Battle on the left side. On the right side of the Smith. Finally Pittsburgh find a way to get a puck outside the zone. But recovery by Toronto. Behind the net of the Chad Green back to Justin Holt, bring it back on the neutral zone, coming back on the side. Now, Austin Mitchell, fire puck. It was on breakaway. Great save by the Smith. The puck tip on the left side. Go back on the blind. Set up at Toronto. Keep the puck on the blind. Shoot the puck. The Smith can do the same. No rebound. We'll go to a set with 10:35 to go remaining. This is the 36th shot for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Again, Casey DeSmith still 3-0 at the middle of the second period between both teams. Here we go. The Devils now 4-1. John Carlson score of the game. Power play for the Avalanche take the lead at 2:05. Power play goal for McKinnon. McKinnon opened the game over there. And then the Capitals cut the lead from 4-3. And then power 2-2 Islanders at the beginning of the third period. And that's what we got right there on this moment. Subscribe 1, subscribe all, and get your colorful star today. Here we go. Danny become a poet. Then there is Red Hot, REDGY said. Est-ce que tu regardes la QM? Quelle est ton équipe préférée? Je la regarde un peu, Benjamin. Mon équipe préférée, j'étais né à Shawinigan, donc je vais aller avec Shawinigan, les Canadiens de Shawinigan. Mais moi, j'aime beaucoup les joueurs de hockey, Benjamin. Donc, les équipes préférées, c'est pas ce que je regarde le plus, c'est les joueurs, les prospects, les affaires comme ça. Donc, pour moi, c'est ça que je regarde le plus. Jack Hughes has 3 goals tonight. Hat trick, we'll just see the replay on TV. Go back when out behind the goaltender. Pittsburgh run the puck in the neutral zone. Intercept now by Toronto. Matthews right now on the other side. Control the puck behind the net. Pittsburgh going to lob the puck outside the zone. And going to recovery on the defensive zone. Go back right now by Bodger. Bodger trying to play the blind. Set up now by Joseph. Joseph's coming down. Fire puck. Block shot by the Toronto Maple Leafs. Go back to other side. On the left side, turn around by the Toronto Maple Leafs on defensive zone. Recovery by Joseph. Lob the puck behind Chad Green. Intercept by the Toronto with Justin Hall. Hall went out on the defensive zone. 10 minutes to go remaining on the third period. Guy is still 3-0. Can Chad Green get another shootout? Don't play the puck by the Toronto Maple Leafs. Going to be a nice scene. We're going to reset on the defensive zone of Toronto. Should have some taste point on the playoff. And I thought, welcome aboard. Thanks for being a part of the show tonight. Kevin DP in the house. Welcome aboard. Face up on the right side, outside green. Winning by the Pittsburgh, winning puck, but nobody was there for Dumoulin. The puck goes slightly back behind Casey DeSmith. We got right now recovery behind the net. Going to reset for the breakout. 9:30 to go remaining on this third period. And we still have a Colorado take the lead 1-0. Again, the Star. The puck right now recovery by the Pittsburgh. Loppy the puck behind the goaltender, Chad Green. We're going to reset on the background. Marner drive the puck, send in pass the puck to Lindgren, and then leave the puck to the neutral zone. And the puck goes slowly back on the defensive zone. Set up now in front of Mitch Marner. Go Didi. Huta right now with the puck bouncing a little bit, but find a way to get the puck controlling. Don't pick puck for himself in the corner. Chasing by Ross in front of Sandin. Leave the puck. Or it was Mete. Pass the puck all the well. Pass the puck neutral zone. Back to now to Holberg. Holberg hold the puck. Hold what it hit. by the Pittsburgh Penguins. Holberg see him at the last minute. Turn around by Pittsburgh, but great save by Ekvall, I believe. Now Zucker hit Ekvall, recovering out by Kerfoot. Kerfoot battle with Malkin. Malkin tried to get the puck outside his zone. Great back checking by the Toronto Maple Leafs. The puck goes slowly back on defensive zone. Set up by Kerfoot. Kerfoot's coming now. Kick out the puck left side. Intercept by Letang. Letang change the direction. Letang control the puck. Letang in front of the Ekvall. Change the situation. Cut back and regroup. Pass the puck into the zone. Now Pittsburgh attacking now. Controlling now by Guanzel. Guanzel change the direction. Bring the puck into the side. For the puck, a but. Raquel score. Or Crosby score. Or Raquel score. Raquel score and cut the lead from 3-2 on that one there. A goal at 8:21 to go. Raquel score on assist by Guanzel. And the goal line out is 3-1. That's what we got so far. Is 9 of the year, by the way. Je suis là, le soccer, les Canadiens de Montréal. Oh, c'est bien, mon Benjamin. J'aime bien la ligue, Benjamin. C'est juste que je regarde plutôt les joueurs de hockey. How about those others today? And on top, yep, come back with 4 goals on the third period. There we go. Again, with the go back behind the goaltender, set up now by Pittsburgh, behind Chalgren. Pittsburgh tucking right now, back on the behind the net. Chalgren battle on the left side, recovered by Raquel. Raquel hold the puck right there, pass to Crosby. Crosby on the left side of Chalgren, holding the puck, bouncing the puck on the right side, can control the puck, try to get the puck to the blue line. Set up now back to Crosby at the blue line, pass the puck to the right side, on the Pittsburgh, back to the tank, ability to Crosby, tip the puck, no chance, pinch went out by Pittsburgh, intercept by Toronto, going to try to get out or use the board. Pass the puck into the zone, don't pay puck behind the Smith, play the puck in front of Malkin. Smith bring the puck to the tank. The tank's getting in the puck. 7:30 to go remaining on the third period. They tank to red line. Lob the puck a little bit too far for Carter. Intercept by Matthew. Pass the puck right side to Nylander. 1 versus 1. Fire puck and the Smith make a save. Raymond set up now by Petrie. Use the board to pass to possibility again, don't pay puck behind the goaltender. Chalgren ran the puck in the corner, battle all the way left side. Intercept by Toronto Maple Leafs. Keep the puck in the zone by Joseph. Ran the puck on the board. Pinch the puck on the side. Pinch first checking went out by Carter. Intercept now by Toronto. Try the puck outside. Pinch went out. Now possibility a penalty, I think, for Pittsburgh. No call on that one there. Go back to the left side. Don't pay the puck by Toronto. Behind the Smith, no icing, chasing by the game Camp. Camp ran out, battle with Joseph behind the goaltender, the Smith. Petrie try to get a puck, no chance, but recovery by Malkin. Malkin change the direction, Malkin to the red line. Malkin use the backhand, bring the puck to the side. Don't pay puck, Petrie, offside delay, set up by Toronto. Toronto change the direction by Marner, going to regroup on defensive zone with less 7 minutes. Marner now at the red line. Marner come back on the blue line. Kick out the puck. Fire puck. Black shot by Pittsburgh. Go back, bouncing. Finally, Pittsburgh, the goaltender, put the glove over the puck to make a save and go to the side with 60 minutes remaining, 30 seconds remaining on this period. Devils 5-1. Zetterland. Five to 1. 2-2 Islanders. No, Islanders 4-2, guys. Wow. They scored 2 goals and 23 seconds. The Islanders. Nelson is 11th of the year. Boussivier is 5th of the year, guys. Wow. The Islanders take the lead 4-1. Normally the game, wow, what a turnover right now. It's still 1-0 Colorado, even the Dallas Star. 4-1 Belleville for RJ. Oh, bad news for Rick. Let's have final getting conclusion for all the 4 line. William McClary talk about this. And that's what we got right now. And that's what we are. Luciano. Yeah, absolutely. Let the third, fourth line play well. They will contribute, Michel Cloutier said. And that's what we got. Minus 6 points, straight continue. Real. Yep, yeah, absolutely about this one over there. Go back now, defensive zone. Alive, but Billing. Go back behind the goaltender of the Smith. We're going to reset on the defensive zone at last on the hat bet coach. Yep. Pierre Ollers have 80 shot on the net last few games before they finally got going today. Yeah, even Bouchard have to go for them. Go, leave, go. 4 meilleurs attaquants depuis fin de arrivé Tavares. Showbat right now. John Tavares find a way to lose the puck. Recovery by Patterson. Win the puck on the board. The puck go back outside zone. Going to recover in defensive zone by Toronto Maple Leafs. Out the puck behind the net by Justin Hall. Put the puck to the side. Set up DDD by Giordano. Loud the puck in the zone. Go back by the side to John Tavares. Hold the puck at the blue line. Set up now behind the goaltender of the Smith. Intercept by Chuck Rock. Recovery by Pittsburgh. Loud the puck in defensive zone. 6 minutes to go remaining, guys, on this third period. End of the game. We're going to rappel the tank. Pass the puck to Raquel. Raquel, the only scorer for the Toronto, for the Pittsburgh tonight. Set up by Pedersen. Loud the puck. Recovery by Toronto. Go DDD. Set up now on the breakout. New plus coming for both team. 5:45. Jordan skate to the blue line. Keep the puck behind to Justin Hall. Hall use the board in front of the bench. Reset now by Zucker. Pass to Malkin. Malkin's coming now. Malkin keep control the puck all the left side. Putting the puck in front of the net. They're going to go back to another side. Malkin patch checking in front of Bunting. Bunting beat everybody. Great play by Bunting. Firstly, lose the puck in front of the net. Right, hit the ball. Wow, what a shot by Austin Matthews. I apologize. Austin Matthews score after a turnover by Pittsburgh. And Michael Bunting, great pass of Matthew Bunting on that one on his back. And that one gave back the the 3 lead. Austin Matthews score is 10th of the year. What a shot. And again, a turnover by the Pittsburgh Penguins on defensive zone. Malkin turn around and I don't know. Not looking good on defensive zone. Jeff Petrie completely lost his men. And that's happening about this. We know Jeff Petrie did many things like that in the past. Way to go, Michel Cloutier. Yep. Game is over. Yep. Yeah, absolutely about this one over there. Should be over right now. Hey, Coach Frenchy, es-tu allé à la banque, à la banquise, à la belle province des procureurs du Sud-Poutine au Québec? Non, Benjamin. Malheureusement, je ne demeure pas au Québec maintenant. Je demeure dans le pays qui s'appelle la Thaïlande, Benjamin. Donc, il n'y a plus de poutine pour moi, présentement. Donc, malheureusement, pas pour moi maintenant. Well, guys, now on the last 5 minutes to go, and we're talking about goals. But we have a rules here, guys, when we hit the less of 5 minutes to go. We have the final countdown. Here we go, guys. This is the final countdown. Final countdown. Toronto is 4. If I can change the score, that would be better. That will helping the final countdown be more accurate. 4-1 Toronto Maple Leafs against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Coach, aimes-tu la poutine? J'en ai plus mangé ben dernièrement. Malheureusement, Randy. Je suis plus dans la région des manger les poutines. La poutine avec du ketchup, Yann Gienet. Then lose early in the playoff. Danny, it will be tough, very tough, but it's streaky right now. So what we have right now around the league, guys, game live. First of all, the Devils take the lead 5-1 against the Capitals with less of 1 minute to go. They're going to get that W. 4-2 Islanders with 12 minutes to go remaining of the third period. Colorado take the lead 1-0. The game starts and then in the next 30 minutes, the Golden Knight owes the Vancouver Canucks. This is a double header, guys, of the game of the tonight on Sportnet. If you are there, Coach, I'm taking back my like. Blame the leave. Here we go. Pierre Martin. Not a problem. Go back now and wait for the puck drop. Welcome back, Mr. Sharks is on the house. Pretty safe to say that Pittsburgh will not make the playoff. Yeah, not looking good over there in our top on the team with really inconsistency right now. The puck between the pipes, between the bench right now, it's stuck between skating, Kerfoot watching everything right there. Finally, Pittsburgh allowed the puck behind the goaltender. Shot green recovered by Sundin, I believe. He used the puck, take the by Toronto. Possibly icing, that would be the call. And that's what we got right now. With the 4 or 6 to go remaining. This game a little bit lost the excitement of the game because it's now 4-1, and I think the Toronto is going to win that one easy. Devils won 5-1. Congratulations for the Devils. 15 W in the last 16. Should by the blue line set up now behind the net of the Toronto. Recovery by Ekval. Là, the point de zone set up now by Patterson. Patterson attacking now. Kick out the puck. The side to Raquel. Raquel trying to get around the board in front of Sadin. Recovery behind the net by Pittsburgh. Pass the puck to Raquel. Raquel pass in front of Sandin. Bring the puck to the side to Patterson. Back again to Raquel. Shoot the puck in front of the net. Set up now behind. It was Crosby, by the way. I apologize. Crosby battle in front of Ekval. Bring the puck behind the net. All the way back to the side. Set up now by Guanzel. Bring the puck to turn around by Toronto. Bring the puck to Ross Guanzel. Pass the puck to the side. Shoot the puck by Raquel. Stop by Toronto. They are coming out on the defensive zone. On the defensive zone, Ashton Reed. Shoot the puck. Casey Smith make a save. Recovery by the tank. The tank's getting a puck. Get the tank now. And then neutral zone. Keep controlling the red line. The tank jump the direction. Turn around all the way back. It's going to reset there. And he thought on this bend, the beginning of the Pittsburgh taking the Elvador down on the way possible rebuild in a couple of years. The problem, William, is like the Washington Capitals, right? Capitals are not going to rebuild because of Ovechkin. Because they got a contract to Crosby, Malkin, Letank, and Raquel. I don't see Pittsburgh rebuild. The problem nobody talk about is the 2 trades they make during the summer. They trade, great save by the Smith on the slap shot of the Giordano. The problem is they trade Marino, and they never figure out who's to take his spot at John Marino. Whatever Petrie is not bad. The trade against Ty Smith hurt them a lot, and they never thought the way, Marino was bring on the table was very important. And I don't see that team rebuild. Now, they make the playoff, I will not be surprised, but rebuild, I don't think so. Pittsburgh, no, exactly want to thank Lemmy Crosby. Rick, go back right now. Don't be a park behind it. I forgot to start the clock, guys. We have 2 minutes to go remaining on this period. I was talking too much. Go back behind at the right side of Chad Green. Reset now on the other side. Don't be a park by the defenseman Joseph. Battle behind goaltender Ross and Manor. Bring the puck to underside. Set up by Petrie. Shoot the puck. Miss the net in front of the net. The puck go outside the zone. Go to recovery by the Joseph. Joseph on the zone. Pass the puck to the side. Controlling right now. Kick out back. Ross. Ross pass the puck to Zucker. To Ross. Ross at the back door to Malkin. Great stick by Manor. Go back to the blue line. Go back DD. Set up now to the side. Controlled by Petrie. Petrie now the Ashmack. Hold the puck all the way back. Again, Chuck Rock. Chuck Rock loses the ball. Back for the Pittsburgh. Shoot the puck by Ross. Miss the net completely. Back to the D. Set up now Petrie. Fire puck. A black shot by Chad Green. Reset by Toronto. Lap the puck on defensive zone. The puck goes slowly back on defensive zone. They're going to reset on the left side of the Smith. Recovery by Dumoulin. Dumoulin went out, skating with the puck, ready to set up the break out. Skating back and neutral zone in front of Pierre Ekval. Love the puck behind Chad Green. Leave the puck behind to Sadin. Sadin now the goal line. Bring the puck to the side. DDD set up. We have less of 1 minute to go remaining, guys, on this game. We're going to set all the way back defensively. Recovery by the Toronto Maple Leafs. Love the puck to the right side. qui contrôle le puck à notre zone. Set up now by Carter. Carter qui contrôle. Carter pass the ball to the side. On the right side, Chagrin. Face out the rebound. Wow, backdoor. Great play by Chagrin to stop the puck right away on the backdoor shot of Inin, I believe. Going to reset now on the defensive zone. Toronto, I believe, with about 40 seconds to go. It was McKinn, by the way. It's Chagrin make a save at the last second on the back door. Flame under achievement period. Look la person in the house. No reveal on renovation. Go back now on defensive zone by the Pittsburgh. Shoot the puck. Intercept by Toronto Maple Leaf. Battle for the left side. Controlé right now on the left by the Pittsburgh. Loud the puck on defensive zone. Go behind the net by the tank. Shoot the puck to the left side. Qui contrôle le puck all the way back. Pittsburgh attacking right now. Pittsburgh hold the puck behind. Drive the puck behind. Set up now by Crosby in front of the net. The tip in front of Toronto. No chance. The Toronto try back outside zone. Battle for the Pittsburgh Penguins. It's going to be the end of this game, guys. Calgary make a save with 4.9 seconds to go remaining. .26 shot for the Pittsburgh tonight. Waiting for the puck drop at the left side of Calgary. 5 seconds to go. The puck go back at the line. Set up, shoot the puck by the tank. Block shot by the Toronto Maple Leafs. Shoot the puck again. Miss the net. Final score tonight. The Pittsburgh lost a score for the first loss in the last 6 games, honestly. So it's not too bad for Pittsburgh. But Toronto can consist attacking, win the 3rd straight game, guys, without Morgan Riley. And they find a way to win on the road against Pittsburgh Penguins. This was their 3rd game in the last couple of weeks. They play each other. And the 3 star of the game, guys, between the Toronto and the Pittsburgh. The 3rd star is William Nylander with 1 goal. The 2nd star, Mitch Marner, 1 goal, 1 assist, 2nd point. And Austin Matthews, guys, nowhere, no how. He found a way to get 3 points tonight, 1 goal, 2 assists. Again, the big gun of the Toronto Maple Leafs step up tonight. Nylander, Marner, and Austin Matthews. The final score between the Toronto Maple Leafs and Pittsburgh Penguins, Toronto 4 and the Pittsburgh Penguins 1. That's conclude, guys. Another great show of the play-by-play. And we got tonight. Thanks so much. Welcome, Randy. Thanks for being a part of the show tonight. Connaissez-vous Zombie? No. The Devils won 5-1. The Islanders, guys, take the lead 5-2. The Colorado is 2-0. Manson got a point right there. Good night, Michel Clissé. Thanks so much, buddy. Thank you so much to be with us. Owen Buck should be on the team ESPA. Pierre Martin, I don't think so. Pierre Martin, Owen Beck need to play 1 or 2 more years. And the OHL, Pierre Martin. What is the site? Good night, Yann. Pittsburgh would be a sad story soon. You guys, you are on Pittsburgh. They just won the last 5 games. RJ 41-26 the shot there. 14-11. After they lost 6 in a row. Yeah, but that's what's happening now. I'm not saying they're going to make the playoff, but I don't expect them to go far away. The only thing can beat them right now out of the playoff is really the New York Rangers. And if you do that, they're still on the wild card. Maybe they can get a wild card if they can battle until there. So I will not escort them out already for Pittsburgh. Not a problem, Rick. Pittsburgh living on the borrowed time. Yeah, Pittsburgh is just good enough to win some game. Pierre Martin, yep. Late 502, last 7 game, William McClary. Yeah, absolutely right about this. They are there. Not a problem, Rick. Have an amazing great. I just passed out. Okay, I will have a good night. Later, coach Danny. Have a good night. Colorado, RJ 2-0. We're going to dollar start. Yeah, absolutely right about this. Good night, Yan. Le chandail de Vegas qui brille dans le noir. Reverse rétro, Yann. Macquarie cannot visit Golden Knight and start in 15 minutes. G said, I will bet on back this time next year would be an abs. I'm not sure about this, Pierre. Still young, Pierre. And I think they will do exactly what they did with Nick Ziski. With Nick Ziski, guy, he's still in the league until 20 years old. He have an amazing, great year at 20 years old, and that's the reason he become who he is today. So, and I said it's guaranteed, Owen, for Owen Beck, Pierre, but for the benefit of him and the Montreal Canadiens, I think, because he cannot play in American Hockey League. That's the problem. So, do you want to push him and play how many minutes per game? 10 minutes? You did the same thing with Sarkozy and all. And you can see what's happening with him. Sarkozy did not develop for the last 5 games whatsoever you like him. I think Sarkozy need to figure out something else right now for him. World Junior Championship, possibly. But Rick gave one bet. Yeah, that's my point. Ron, look, had a great run for 28. Yes. Pierre Martin, age 21. Yeah, Pierre Martin. Remember, he was drafted first overall pick, Pierre Martin. He's a little bit better to Owen Beck if you compare both of them. Don't count the cap out just yet, Luciano. I don't see that, Luciano. Missed too many players. Backstrom, Wilson. The goaltender is not very good overall. I don't see that for Washington, unfortunately. What you have to concern, can the Islanders consider what they are doing? The Devils consider what they are doing? 2 teams are right now in the lineup in the playoff. And what they should have done with Sarkozy, same as the ski Rick. Pittsburgh, Tampa Bay, Florida, New York, the battle for the last World Cup. Yep, sorry, in our tap. La chose se passe à Londres. Il y a même des zombies garde Royal car on va le plus palais. All right, Yann. Great news. Colorado play with the retro jersey, I believe, tonight. Well, no, it's your logo, Colorado. 2-0 Colorado, guys, but still 17 shots versus 10 for Dallas. Yeah, what Couture, look, Rick Slav is going to get killed, and then the shot sooner or later is taking bad hit. I don't think so, Rick. I don't think so. He's learning. He's going to be all right. I think he's going to be not a problem there. He's just learning how you play. He's not the only one at 18 years old. One of the rare players at 18 years old, anyway, play in NHL. 4-1 Senator. Thanks so much. 50 shot versus 20. What a performance of the goaltender for Belleville. All right, Yann. Malheureusement, Yann, on ne connaît pas vraiment le zombie ici. Goldmanson assisted par Lekonen et Ratanen save G. Yep. Second goal of the game. A little bit more advantage. Dallas whatsoever. The outcome is 2-0. McKinnon score and Manson score. Pas vraiment. Normalement, leur choisi rétro, c'est comme les Nordiques de Québec. Ils usent le logo Colorado. But he said the retro reverse. So I don't know what is the purpose behind that one. We learn until we tear an ACL. I don't think so, Brick. It's like everybody can get that kind of ECL. Everything like that. You don't let the play just in case his age. He is a big guy. I'm not worried about that. You have to let him play. But the point is like he goes slowly with 10 minutes per game, play on the 4-line. It's a process. Development, take a time. Vinny, you're absolutely right about this. Exactly, Pierre Martin. I agree with you. Look better. The only thing I would say, Pierre Martin, maybe possibility for him to go at the World Junior Championship, get some confidence, get some kind of touch, the minute, everything like that. I think for him, it would be better to go that way, for sure. All right, guys. Honestly, I'm not doing a live streaming with people talk each other like that, like between Luc and Yann Genet. You know what? I have better have more time in my life to do something else, listening people screaming under respect in the chat. So better for me to let it go, and I will shut down the channel tonight, and I will see you next time. You are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. Thank you so much, everybody, for your participation tonight at the Hockey Nation Live Show. Until the next time, my friend, I wish you an amazing, great night. And don't forget, tomorrow morning, the app branch, your Sunday rendezvous with Marco Larabé is going to be back with us. And then, of course, the special guest we have is Mr. Luc Larivière. Nick Larivière. Thanks so much, everybody.
Of that reality, don't want another surprise.